Good evening, Samantha. Welcome back to the stream. My name is RX_Hydro, and we are returning to Mortal Kombat 1 tonight. Almost certainly to finish the story, unless there's a giant spike in difficulty. Last time we streamed this, we got through 2/3 of the chapters in the story, so we've got half that amount left, I think. We'll see what happens though, and assuming we have some extra time, I think we'll check out Invasions, the sort of special conditions battles, or maybe we'll go online, or maybe we'll just go look at more of the fatalities or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's gonna be a pretty chill evening. Anyway, happy Thursday. Hope you've had a good day. It's good to have you here. How is everybody? What's going on, Samantha? I got myself a haircut, and I hung out with a friend I haven't seen in years and years, which was nice. I went down to Brooklyn to meet her. We went to the Brooklyn Museum and then Tom's Restaurant for pancakes and shit. I had a great day. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Mako? What's up, Brad? What's up, A-Pop? Good to see all of you. What's up, Uromi? Hope you're having a good one. Think I should make pancakes and prep for the combat? I enjoyed pancakes today. I highly recommend them. I had cinnamon roll pancakes, which I've only ever seen at Tom's Restaurant. The difference between cinnamon roll pancakes and cinnamon pancakes, which I think are fairly common, is that the cinnamon is in a swirl through the pancake. And I don't just mean visually, I mean like there is a solid vein through the pancake. It actually cuts into the pancake, so it breaks into a swirl as you're cutting it or pushing it to pieces with your fork, the way a cinnamon roll breaks into, you know, pieces. And it comes with icing. So it is a high risk for being way too much sugar. It's basically a guarantee of way too much sugar, but it's excellent. I had a whole fucking plate of those and a few bites of my friend's pumpkin walnut pancakes, which were delicious and downright fucking subtle compared to mine. Yeah, absolutely pancakes. Feels like a pancake day to me. Everyone is out of their heads on rock. When did I say that? As during Tears of the Kingdom? Why did I say that? Oh, because of one of the phenomena. I remember now. Just had to take a second to piece it back together. Hey everyone, hi Hydro. Wishing you all well. Thank you. Wishing you well as well. What's up, Stormathon? What's up, Arizzlord Dendrax? Good to see you. Pancakes and cocoa for stream? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Never had them, but they sound delicious. A plate of what? I had a plate of cinnamon roll pancakes from Tom's Restaurant. It was a pretty cool afternoon. As we were leaving Tom's Restaurant, I saw a content creator I love. A woman, I'm pretty sure they identify as a woman. They may be non-binary. I haven't seen one of their videos in a while. But I saw them standing outside, chatting with, you know, someone or whatever. They're the greatest New York City tour guide because all the others suck. I think that's how they sign up all their videos. But that was just a neat thing while I was chatting with my friend standing outside the restaurant. And this was all after we went to the Brooklyn Museum and saw Hannah Gadsby's exhibit, Pablomatic, recontextualizing and, you know, making fun of Pablo Picasso and lifting up many female artists that inspired him, did what he did as well, or in other interesting ways, were inspired by him. It was cool. It was a neat exhibit. And another one they've got going on right now about African fashion, which was just fucking amazing. In fact, I took one picture in there. I try to be present in museums, and I can get museumed out very easily. In fact, I bet a lot of people can. And so I try, honestly, to move quickly through exhibits until I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool, and then stop and spend time with something. And as part of that, yeah, I didn't take like a ton of pictures or anything, but there's one in here I did take a picture of. Yes, okay, cool. This will capture just fine. Look at this. I don't know, goth goddess? Those are zippers, Samantha. Check that shit out. And the almost sort of semi-Egyptian headdress. This looks like the tall crowns of Egypt, but laid much more back. And then there's sort of tassels and things. There's a lot of things it reminds me of. It's super fucking cool. The exhibit was neat. This was right at the end of it, where you go through a history of fashions during the sort of era of liberation of various African countries, which ranges from like 1940s or 50s all the way up through the early 2000s. And so they had some that was like pieces of that history and how it influenced fashion, or fashion was used to declare independence and so on. And then just this explosion of like modern fashion. And this was in this final room that was just a massive display with tiered like mannequins on these risers upon. You could see like just a little bit here. This was a massive room with hundreds of modern fashion displays. All of them wildly different. I wish I'd taken more pictures just so I could show you the variety. It was such a cool show. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. So my afternoon was fucking excellent. Good stuff. What's up, Varnatham? Good to see you. Still stand by that statement. What's this quote? Apop to PlayStation dudes. Sir, you have a voice that could guide me through the process of my colonoscopy. Oh, I think I remember what show that was. Yeah, that was pre-PS5 launch, wasn't it? I think I remember what that was about. He did have a soothing voice. What's up, Donkey Croc? Anyone see the new Dragon's Dogma gameplay trailer? I have not. What's going on with Dragon's Dogma again? Are they making Dragon's Dogma 2 or are they remaking it? I've totally forgotten. The director of Dragon's Dogma is working as the director on a Netflix film series? I can't remember what it is. Anyway, he was billed alongside Takashi Miike, a prolific Japanese creator, actor, and primarily director, I believe is what he's best known for, of some really gory shit, but highly influential stuff. They are the creators listed for this Netflix series based on Onimusha. We talked about this the other night, though, right? This is the one I said. It's an anime-styled series, but it's done with 3D models, as you see more and more these days. And it stars Toshiro Mifune, his likeness at least, for Miyamoto Musashi, the famous historical samurai in this fictionalized story. Toshiro Mifune has been dead since 1997, though. Yeah, I think we talked about this yesterday, because I was so weirded out by that yesterday. Anyway, Dragon's Dogma just reminded me of that, because creatives, you know. I love Tom's. Fuck yeah, Tom's is great. Tom's is good. I'm sure there's some kind of, like, ceiling on how good you can make a pancake, compared with everything you could do with this or that more temperamental ingredient or dish. You know, I'm not sure anyone makes fine dining pancakes, but Tom's Restaurant elevated pancakes higher than I thought they could be. They just come out perfect. Perfect. Every time I've been there. I love Tom's. Hey, what's up, Batodar? Very soft and calming voice while talking about micro-optimization and PS2 exclusives like Jak 2. Yeah. You can't find the pancake mix, motherfucker. Love Hannah Gadsby. Would love to see a live show. Yeah, so would I. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm talking about seeing a museum exhibit. Hannah Gadsby wasn't there. It's got a series of Picasso's prints and paintings and some other works. I think there's a sculpture or two by Picasso there. Yeah, there was. Alongside, as I said, many works from female artists who were inspired by Picasso, who inspired Picasso, most likely. He never gave them credit, but you can see through lines. And female artists who reject Picasso, alongside commentary, jokes largely from Hannah Gadsby, but also some serious commentary, as well as serious commentary from the other artists about Picasso's legacy, because Picasso is, well, he's an artistic genius. I don't think almost anyone's arguing that he shouldn't be included in the canon of most important artists ever, but fucking awful human being to women. So, the whole show is about contextualizing his reputation with his artwork and artworks in a constellation around him, or even not. It's hard to define, because like I said, some of them just reject Picasso. But you know what I mean. Related in that way. It was really cool. It was a smallish show, but it's really cool. That's beautiful. Fashion and art in general is always fascinating to me because I do not have a single creative bone in my body. I'll have to settle with eggs. What's up, Yukiyami? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's days have been well. Yep, yeah. New haircut. I got it just this morning before seeing my friend, yeah. I've been putting it off for a while. Haircut was interesting, too. My barber is right-wing about some things. Wants to talk about them every time I'm getting my haircut, and I'm always like, It's weird to sit there getting a haircut being like, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm sure someone did tell you that. But did you know statistics actually show that immigrants contribute more to GDP on average than native-born peoples, and illegal immigrants even more so? Have you ever heard that? Okay, can you just keep cutting my hair while we're talking about this? I don't want this to take an hour. I like him okay, but it's not always comfortable, and it takes forever if I decide to push back. At least you don't have super long hair there for hours. True. All in all, it's been an excellent day. Hey, let's get to Guess the Game. And then we'll be moving on to Mortal Kombat 1 this evening. We are going to have a chill, relaxed night of tearing spines out and crushing people by pushing their own head through their body and all that stuff. Melting them with acid. As we finish up the last, it looks like basically a third of the story. Now, it may take longer than the first 2/3 took because the difficulty may step up and I may be stuck, or maybe the chapters just get longer, but I think the last chapter at least is quite long. I think we're gonna finish the story tonight, which will be fun to see, and probably have time to do a little bit of other modes and things. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. How do you feel about rice? I'm not the biggest rice fan. I haven't had too many like really cool, rich flavored rice, like fried with other things to take on the flavor. Because I'm sure I'd like it more than. Rice as a texture used to bother me. It doesn't so much now, but like rice is bland, you know? And I don't love the texture. So people give me a lot of like white rice alongside Chinese food, and I'm like, I'll just have the rest of this. I need to try rice with a lot more stuff mixed in or mixed into other things. Because right now, I don't know, it's fine, but I'm not a big fan. Do say barbers are some of the best places to find the best grape juice. They pop out of your way here and Guess the Game up. We're trying to guess the game in these images. We will get 6 guesses at each game. Our only additional rule to the rules laid out by guessthe.game, which is the URL of this, if you'd like to play yourself at any point, is that if you 100% know the answer, please do us a favor and just keep it to yourself to begin with. And just be super smug. If you want to say something, be super smug and go, I know this one. My God, do I know this one. You wouldn't believe the degree to which I know this one. You can do stuff like that all you want. But just give other people a chance to throw out guesses because it's fun that way. And trust me, if we get to our last guess, I will come back to you. Because I do not want to lose. All right, sound good? What the fuck is this? Wait, is that real? Those are US road signs. That looks like... Some of those look like New York buildings. Like this looks like Hudson Yards, but are these clouds? Are these blimps? There's nothing like this in New York. What is this? What is this game? Please put down the sharp cutting instruments before we debate politics. Smile, nod, accept the purgatory for the thing. I mean, I'm not proud, but I've done that some days just to get through faster, yeah. Yeah. Barbers and dentists, man, what is it about having a potentially harmful tool against someone's vulnerable places that makes people likely to, makes people abuse one's ears with their own beliefs? There's a, oh, this is so, this is so minor, but, oh gosh, it's not worth me spending this long remembering, but it'll come back to me. Stuart Lee has a joke about hearing awful right-wing screed from like a taxi driver at one point. And he's got some bit where he's just like, you know, usually sometimes I'll just be like, yeah, well, that's how it is for you. You know, how you just agree sometimes to awful things to have a quiet life. And I love the way he says, you know, to have a quiet life in that joke. Detroit Become Human. Is that what Detroit looks like? Well, it's a futuristic game. Detroit can look like anything. I don't know what Detroit looks like normally. We've got a massive letter D. That's enough for me. Let's try Detroit. Pretty sure I know this, potentially a Madden game. I did notice the football players, and I was wondering if this was a cutscene from some sports game, or maybe some open world game where they advertise a sports team on some billboards to make it feel more real, you know, since that's a thing that happens really. Let's try Detroit Become Human. It is Detroit on the first guess, rainbow recognition. Good shit. Good shit. Watch Dogs 2, no clue on this one. Sports games have cutscenes sometimes. I don't know about modern ones, but past ones, yeah, there was like a heyday of sports game cutscenes, I feel like. And it was when there were spin-off ones like, was it 2K Sports, I think, had that thing, The League, where like you played a character, an individual player, but they had not just a whole, like there's that modern thing where you know, which teams will I end up on and get myself the best deal, and it's sort of about the business of sports for an individual player. This was about the drama of sports, and like Jay Moore voiced, the comedian voiced your like cutthroat agent, and there were all these big characters, and like there were fist fights in between matches and things. There was a time where there were lots of cutscenes in sports games. Closest thing to a sport game I've played is Blood Bowl. I got invited to a Blood Bowl league once of like 7 or 8 players. But I tried playing Blood Bowl once, and genre adventure, interesting. Someday we're gonna play Detroit Become Human. Someday we're gonna play it. I know the creator's an asshat. I don't intend to play a lot of his games, though many have been recommended to me. I feel like I'm looking at a spoiler right now, but that's probably based on decisions you can make, so maybe that won't happen for us. I've had a lot of the games from that studio recommended to me, but I already have Detroit, and moreover, Mondo specifically. Mondo wants to see me play that game so much, so I promised him some like long weekend I'll beat it in like 3 days straight, and I'll give him some warnings so he can set up on his couch and watch the whole thing. He so wants to see me play it. What did he do? He's an asshole to women, and what was the other thing? I think it's mainly that there was an incredibly hostile environment for female employees at Quantic Dream. But if it's very important to you to understand those things about your creators, which I think it should be somewhat important, but that's for each person to decide, look it up, because I don't remember for certain all the details or anything. Yeah. Pretty early stuff, so not really a spoiler there, thankfully. All right, cool. Let's do a couple past days. Let's do 2 more past days. Samantha, what is this? Scribblenauts. I thought I'd come up with another idea. This is this like a chasm here in like line art, you know, with lines showing the pit going down? I don't know what this is though. The yellow really reminds me of a legal pad, but I've got no other ideas about this. What the fuck is this? Quantic Dream, never really paid attention to the studio, so I don't know what games they've made. They do make games, right? Yeah, I think it's Quantic Dreams, and we're talking about games like Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, Quantum Break, a couple other big name ones. Yeah, those. It's PictoChat, Post-it game. Do they have PictoChat? Now I'm just curious. Well, they do have PictoChat on here. There's not PictoChat. Metacritic score 89%. Now this looks a little familiar. I don't think I've played this, but something about this looks familiar. I feel like I might have seen whatever this is. Just the stark lighting and cell shade style and all that. What is this? What is this? I can't get my mind past super hot, which I'm pretty certain it's not. Most levels of super hot don't look like this. What is this? It's a 3D running game. Temple Run? Which one do you mean? Did they do Beyond Two Souls? I think so, but I don't recall. Reminds me of that run game on Cool Math Games. Oh, really? Wait, this is a website? Like Flash game? What was the name of it? What was the name of it? Was it Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run? Was it Zump with an X, the final run? Was it Jalico Rally, Big Run? Wait, this has 2 colons in the name. Can you see that? You can vaguely see that. Jalico Rally, Big Run, the Supreme 4-Wheel Drive Challenge. That's too many colons in your name. Your name is full of shit. Colors and contrast remind me of Mirror's Edge. They do a bit, yeah. I could believe that, but I don't think it's that. Guess it's not on the list. Oh, there's a ton more with the word run in it. And for all I know, this game doesn't have the word run in its title, because I don't know what game we're talking about. Meme Run, Top Run, Tron Run. Does no one remember the game you guys are talking about on Cool Math Games? Oh, it's just called Run. I feel like they would have put that up top. Yeah, maybe it doesn't have it then. They have Rune. I don't see anything just called Run. Try Mirror's Edge. It's not Mirror's Edge. Its original platform, PS4.
Against money. Office summary.
Interestingly. Khajiit, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub in 5 total months. That's very kind. That's very generous. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you so much, Khajiit. Enjoy your ad-free viewing, your backstory emotes. Thank you. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. Was that a new sound? You know, I'd forgotten there was one of those Kids in the Hall sounds on the resubs. So no, that's been there a while. I thought all the Kids in the Hall sounds were for non-resub sounds. I actually have custom resub sounds for something like 15, 20, 25 repeated months of sub. And then after that, it goes back to the first one, which is the Welcome to Sens. We just get a lot of new subs. So you hear a lot of Welcome to Sens, because that's the tier, the first month sub sound. I keep meaning to make more. You know? I'd like hundreds of months of custom sounds. Res Infinite is exactly what it is. I've played Res on PSVR 2 on my PS5. Which Res is that? Is that this Res? Because it looks like this. Did they re-release that on PSVR 2? So Res is interesting because every time it comes up, and it comes up with some regularity. You know, it's a little cult classic they keep re-releasing and making new versions of now and then. I think back to, I think it was the first entry, which I only heard about because I believe it was called Res Trance Vibrator, and it came with a vibrating attachment that would pulse along with the music of the game to plug into the second port of your PS2, and no instructions on what you should use it for. Just there, if you want it. It's up to you how it's used. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. All right, one more day. One more. What in the fuck is this? I'm seeing trash. I'm seeing... These graphics are weird. I'm seeing garbage. So it's a gag game, but a popular gag game? Oh, they spent a long time on the game. The game's quite a lot of fun. I recommend checking out Res if you like rhythm games. It's a little bit different to most. It's a little bit simpler in some ways. But I enjoyed Res, in VR at least. Would you try the pickled foul feet from Elden Ring? No. I like pickles okay, but no. No. Was I meant to start this one? Is this our third or fourth game today? Whatever, we're in it now. Is this N++? It's not, but I need to see more images. Oh, they don't even have N++ on their list. So I don't think it's gonna be that. It's another game that has flat side-scrolling graphics like this. Third? Is third the name of a game, or are you answering some other question? Is this Street Fighter 3 Third Strike? Shockingly, no. Is this, Oh. I'm pretty sure I know what this is now. If I'm right, I played this just last time I was in Maine with my family. Pretty sure I know this. This is the third game? Oh, okay, cool. I forgot I even asked that question. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like 95% sure I know what this is, so I'm going to hold back for now. Anyone else have any guesses? You got it? Lying, but I want to look cool? I think it worked. Yeah, I played this with my family last time I'm home. This should be available on PC, Switch, I think it's on PlayStation and Xbox, and mobile, if that helps anyone. Whoa, Mako, you look so cool. It's fucking working. Keep it up, it's working. Give everyone one more image in case someone knows it, but they're not immediately recognizing it. Let's go ahead and throw out... Oh, wait. Hang on, we have a guess. Is it What the Golf? Why, yes it is. It's What the Golf, which I played on stream once and wasn't totally enamored of. Because it felt like, wow, you should play this like now and then sitting on the toilet like one level at a time, and doing them back to back to back is a lot. Which I don't know, may still be right, but I went back to it at one point to play on my ROG Ally. It was fun. Playing with my family was great. They have a miniature, it's not super fully featured, multiplayer competitive version they added to the game. I don't know when, probably a while back now, but I hadn't seen it before. That was great. Good game to play with your family. All right, Samantha, that's 3 for 3. And guess what? Today, we should have a brand new title. Any guesses as to what it is? I'm not giving you time to guess. Our title is Extraordinary Guesser. Weren't we a game guessing guru or something yesterday? Extraordinary Guesser is complimentary. I don't mind being called that, but it feels like we've come down in terms. Seems less bombastic? Yeah, exactly. Hey, what's up, Drac? It's good to see you. Going to work soon, just stopping by. Hope you're having a good day and work goes well for you. Hey, it doesn't have like a downgrade. Well, whatever. We're still absolutely fucking incredible. Here are the stats to prove it. Feel good about yourselves. Feel accomplished. Let's go ahead and play Mortal Kombat 1. Fantastic job on Guess the Game today, Samantha. Like I said earlier, if you want to play this yourself, there's a new puzzle every day, plus the whole backlog, and they're all available at guessthe.game. Not .com, not .net. That up there is the URL, guessthe.game. Now, get off my screen, Guess the Game. Now let's switch gears here. I think I still have my Mortal Kombat 1 scene set up, which has, there it is, the return of the smallest Hydro ever seen. I'm gonna shut up for a minute because last time my mic got fucked up as the game was starting because of the amount of resources it was using. So I'm gonna wait until we're in the game to talk again. Here we go. I hope my mic isn't fucked up because I just want to say, it's already done this. Maybe it's doing it again because it got updated. This will take a second. Note the letter K in configuration and complete. No K and cancel. The one I kind of wish was there is a K and escape. But the first time I saw this, I wasn't thinking any of that. I was just caught by the K and configuration, so they did their job just fine. It entertained me the first time. Perfect time for a cup of tea. Samantha, make yourself a warm drink, settle into this autumn time stream. Before we enjoy the beautiful reds and oranges of flying viscera in Mortal Kombat 1. Is my mic fucked up, by the way? Should I shut up? This is doing like hard math. Is it fucking me up? You're good? All right, cool. Cool. Let's talk about the story. Where did we leave off? So, Mortal Kombat 11 ended with Liu Kang getting the power to remake all the universe. And so, he is now the protector of Earthrealm and the god of fire, and did, in fact, recreate the entire universe. One thing I'm interested in, which they haven't made super clear yet, is whether he is simply the god of fire and protector of Earthrealm, which is certainly power enough, but doesn't sound like the creator to me. If he's somehow descended from the role of creator to simply being that specific god and protector, or if he still has that power and is simply hiding his true abilities from everyone by only calling himself protector of Earthrealm and god of fire. Don't know about that. Anyway, he recreated the universe. There are some slight differences, but a lot of people have gone back the way they are. In the first two-thirds of the story, Raiden, who is now a human, still got lightning powers. And Kenshi lost his fucking eyes, so he's the blind samurai again. You know, things are going back to the way they were, so we get our old classic movesets back. But Let me see here. What are some differences? Sindel is Empress of Outworld. And Shao Kahn, who used to... Did Shao Kahn rule Outworld or Shang Tsung? Well, most importantly, the sorcerer Shang Tsung has had all their power taken away from them and been made for a destiny of pathetic nothingness. Quan Chi. Quan Chi, I believe, was supposed to have the same start, but we didn't see Quan Chi actually powerless. We saw Quan Chi gathering souls. Anyway, the point was, Geras, a character introduced in Mortal Kombat 11 as like the Watcher over time, came to Liu Kang and was like, you destined the two evil sorcerers to do nothing. Someone is coming and messing with that, and they're doing things. We should be worried. And that someone is this blue-eyed sorceress woman we've only seen for a moment here or there, like meeting with Shang Tsung. What's the last thing that happened? Earthrealm won Mortal Kombat on the back of Raiden's kick-ass fighting. Sub-Zero betrayed honor, actually. He believes he's not betraying the Lin Kuei. Anyway, Sub-Zero, I believe, joined with Shang Tsung. Scorpion split with Sub-Zero because he didn't believe that's right. And... oh yeah, Geras came back to Liu Kang to say, I found out this much about the woman that is visiting the sorcerers. She's from an alternate timeline. Caught up now, good? Caught up. You can get it on Switch. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad of an idea is it? What, to buy the game on Switch? A 2. Probably a 2. It does not look like an enjoyable experience. If he got demoted, wouldn't that mean he gave himself the demotion since he is with the creator? It depends. Maybe he just had brief control over a device. Maybe he sat down at a computer where it's like, write out what you want the universe to be, and he typed out everything he wanted, and then the computer did it, and he never actually held the power. So once it was recreated, he was only given a certain amount of power, as much as he could take for himself. That's a really stupid idea. I'm just saying there are possibilities for how this worked out that may explain why he's not. But maybe he is and he's just hiding it. I really can't tell. I feel like he's not still that powerful and just hiding it. It doesn't have that feel. They've never addressed that. Felt to me that he had the power to reset and organize things, but he isn't omnipotent anymore, like a god of reset button. Yeah, I can agree with something like that. What's up, Magnus? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. They spoke about the person who gave them their sorcerer powers from a parallel timeline. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're really curious, look up some videos especially, but even just articles. There's a lot of articles out there about how ugly and glitchy the Switch port is, and they're charging the same amount, $70, as every other platform. Yeah. Didn't he just give power to Geras after reset? I don't know. I don't really know what Geras' powers are or his place. I skipped Mortal Kombat 11. I only know a little bit of his reputation. So you're saying Liu Kang is the embodiment of the god paradox, where how can you be a god but not be able to take yourself down a notch, etc.? Yeah, basically. If Liu Kang is the creator, can he make a rock so big he himself can't lift it? Oh! Ah! What about that, NetherRealm? That's NetherRealm Studios, not NetherRealm, the realm in the story of Mortal Kombat. Okay. Yeah. Chapter 10, Protect and Serve, Ambush. Here we go. Oh my good lord. I didn't notice that percentage last time. Maybe we're not finishing this today. What the fuck? Holy shit. Dude, okay, so we're up to chapter 10. So we've done 9 chapters. There are 6 remaining. I admit, look at how long 15 is. But what the fuck? Anyway, let's just dive in and see how it goes. You had such confidence too? I always have such confidence. No idea why. I've been to all my own streams. I know how they go. And yet I still have confidence.
You are my grandmaster no longer.
What are you doing? Once he's exposed, won't you be made grandmaster?
You
Because you're a middle-class white guy, that probably has a lot to do with it.
Loyalty to Bihan is absolute. They'll sooner abet his corruption than follow me. We must chart a new course. One that both honors our father's legacy and serves Earthrealm.
You could just kill Sub-Zero right now.
Help me. We can't leave him here to aid Shang Tsung.
In this timeline, Sub-Zero killed the old Grandmaster, by the way. He admitted to that directly to Scorpion.
How did you achieve this, sorcerer? You arrived not a moment too soon, Geras. What have you learned?
In scrutinizing Shang Tsung's first meeting with his benefactor, I made an important discovery. Her life essence, the very time crystals that make up her being, are not of this timeline.
Not of this timeline? How could someone from a previous timeline enter this one?
That cannot happen.
If that cannot happen, then what has happened, Geras? There are no other
We shouldn't focus
timelines
entirely
than
on a
those
man's
that have
height,
come
but Liu
before.
Kang, you could have made yourself as tall as Geras in this timeline.
Evidence points to the presence of a second timeline, which exists concurrently with ours.
Two timelines, side by side, moving forward simultaneously?
Never in a billion lifetimes have I seen this. But that does not make the other timeline any less real. There can be no doubt that Shang Tsung's benefactor hails from it.
I wouldn't pray to a god under 6 foot.
Why she's here, where she's from. All questions we need answered, which we can't while we are under attack. I will go to Sindel, convince her to withdraw from Earthrealm by showing her how history is being manipulated.
That will require revealing to her your prior role as Keeper of Time.
Prior
The
role, okay.
situation gives
So he
me
doesn't have that
choice.
power anymore.
I will need your help, Geras, to prove my claims to the Empress.
Protect and Serve Li Mei, Chapter 10.
Return home, Lord Liu Kang. I am to let no one pass.
I think I saw in those reviews of the Switch port, by the way, that the videos don't run smoothly. There's artifacting in this video for me. This is not rendered live.
And I doubt she's interested in yours.
The Empress has been deceived.
Can the Switch not do 1080p video?
As a means to
Just
steal
video?
the throne.
General Shao?
I feel like it
I
can.
knew he was hiding his true intentions. But join Shang Tsung? I knew he couldn't be trusted.
I don't know what artifacting means. It means they compress the video to save on space. And you get little things if you look very closely at like fine detail, like little squares
He gained her
in the
trust
color
by tracing
differences.
Princess Melina's condition. Tragically, she is afflicted with Tarkat disease.
Tarkat? The Empress must be beside herself. If Shang Tsung
Yeah, it's
found
effects
the
like
truth,
that. The little
no
squares
wonder
thing's the
she
most
would
common
still-
one, but there's a variety of
I have
effects
shared
like
this
that,
with no one.
which people call
I
artifacting.
trust that you, of all people, will keep this secret.
Of course. Were it made public,
Yeah, like
it would bring down the
pixelated,
royal
yeah.
family.
Li Mei, Empress Sindel needs our help. Will you join me?
Emperor Jared's death, the pain it caused Empress Sindel, has always haunted me. I failed the royal family once. I won't do so again. Everything now makes sense.
Imagine being part of
My
the
body
Empress's elite
contact
corps of
said the
joggers.
General soldiers had been encroaching, but still, I can't fathom it.
The
General
famed
Shao
heart
committed
rate
treason.
warriors.
It
Or
is the
Fitbit
fruit of
Squadron.
a poisonous seed planted by Shang Tsung. He played to the general's vanity, inflamed his prejudices.
They don't skip leg day.
That he alone could save our world.
The Empress's jocks.
He may be unstoppable. The Umgadi don't have numbers, and my constables aren't trained for war.
Know that I, too, will aid in the Empress's defense.
Driver, what is it?
I know we saw this before, but I forget who that is. This is like Shao Kahn turning on them, isn't it?
I may need that aid right now.
Or not?
Return Liu Kang to the portal gate, Li Mei. He isn't welcome in Outworld.
I won't support the General, Reiko, nor his plot to usurp the throne.
Then you won't live to see the new regime.
Now I remember this scene. Made a Chewbacca joke, as I recall.
They have us surrounded.
I am Earthrealm's protector, Li Mei. I am no stranger.
Goro's the Centaur? That was not Goro. We've actually seen Goro already, though. He is in this game. I think that race is called Centaurians, and I forget if any of them have yet been named as characters. I don't remember well enough, and I don't know Mortal Kombat lore well enough.
Not the constabulary. We could have used your Umgadi skills.
Enough. I've no use for a traitor's compliments.
What's it? 30 FPS. Okay, there we go. It's better. What does Li Mei do? I don't know any of her combos, and I forgot the controls. Shit. All right, right trigger block. I've got that again. Fuck. Man. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Got him! This will catch me up a little bit. Relatively hygienic as far as they go. I didn't spill any of his blood. Why is that what I focused on? Please don't hit me. Okay. Good shit. Now, let's take a look at our command list and actually learn how to play her. Centaurians, not centaurs, totally different. You need to make up your own terms, so that if you make toys out of the characters, you can copyright them. Yeah. Trademark their names and things. All right, Sky Lantern, Sheetsy Lion, and Chain Reaction. Back 4, B, down back Y, down back A, back 4, B, okay. Back Y. Okay. Down back A. That's cool. Oh, I like how that looks. And back forward B, was it? Good shit. Oh, that's the enhanced version. Dude, that looks so cool. Okay, I like Li Mei. I just like how her moves look. Chat. No, I meant to use the fireball one. Got him. I like her.
You
getting her ass kicked. I just won both rounds.
Reiko.
Easy game. Easy.
We must leave. Reinforcements.
I think it would have
will be on
been,
the
it
way.
would have spoken to a sixth sense of humor if Liu Kang, when remaking the world, had took their 4 arms and made them 4 legs for Goro's people. You think that's what the Centaurians are? I've been assuming they were in previous games. They were in previous games, right? Are they his joke? Were you losing on purpose for content? No. I don't need to make that effort. Also, literally no one in the
Word
world
of his
does
arrival
that.
precedes you. Surrender if you wish to remain unharmed.
Let us pass, Tanya. The Empress and her family are in danger. He brings word that Shang Tsung and General Shao plot against them.
The General? Are you so easily taken in by lies?
Yes.
Once again, you prove incapable of protecting the royal house.
Fight!
That's not what I meant to do. Dude, you drive across, like, most of the screen with that. There we go. Oh, I just saw her start it up. I couldn't find that technique for a minute there. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. That's not the combo I was trying to do, but it works. Oh, I like Li Mei a lot. Exactly, I lose enough without even trying. This comes naturally to me. Content creation, losing. That kicks them back? Did you see that, Samantha? The enhanced version kicks her back to me with a second explosion if it lands. That's super cool. How did I just switch sides there? Save me! You could really be doing more. Protector of Earthrealm, God of Fire. Why am I out here alone? Get in here. Thank you for letting me figure out my combos. Holding block. Fuck. Close. Close. Not good. Made it. Made it.
I'm sorry you made that necessary.
Tanya's clothing is so flowy. Wall bounce for combos for days.
Priestesses. You know who I am. Of my deeds when I was one of you. I may no longer be welcome. But in my heart, I am still Umari.
Don't say that. People in this world will take your heart out to check. Don't say that.
He's here to end a threat to the Empress. Stand against us, and she will lose the throne. Stand with us, and we will save the Empire.
Like how Liu Kang's sticking very close to her.
Why didn't you kill me?
Because we mean you no harm.
And that you live will help prove that fact to the Empress.
Was that 0.1 health? I don't know what you mean. Haymaker.
How dare you, Li Mei? It's not enough that you let Jared be murdered. You'd let Liu Kang destroy the rest of my family?
My heart broke when your husband died. I lost not only my Emperor, but you, my closest friend. I know you may never forgive me. But don't be blinded by anger and grief. We are here to help you.
Didn't we have her hands tied up? Oh, that's exactly what she was choking her with. Why did we give her like a good 10 inches of rope?
Your faithlessness astounds, Li Mei. How can you side with Earthrealm against us?
I'm acting for your family's benefit, and for Outworld's.
We're not about to prove that, though.
You'd realize it.
I'm about to literally break your neck, but I mean it. I love you and your family. No, it's start with back leg. There it is. That's the combo I want to know because it looks cool. Jet! Ukang! Crap. I'm just messing around. The computer's starting to react to it. That or she's just getting... I think she's just getting lucky, actually.
Open and shut.
But that's supposed to be my strategy. How dare the computer take it?
Your Highness, please. You fight the wrong battle.
Well, that was interesting. I just fired the wrong direction. How did I do that? Yeah, okay, never mind. The computer's not learning. I swear to you, this is medium difficulty. It may look like she never blocks, but this is medium. There's a higher one, but... Wrong thing. I'm loyal to and defend the royal family. Decapitates the princess. It's basically how Mortal Kombat story goes. And remember, I think they do their story better than most fighting games by a long shot.
If I won't risk my life for the throne, I'm not worthy of it.
Jesus, that's loud. Way louder than during an actual fight.
I remember teaching you that.
Cross up, I guess, but I crossed up myself. She was bouncing through the air at that point.
That was long ago. Much has changed.
My loyalty to your family hasn't. Trust me now as you did then. Please, Princess, just listen.
Where is her Tarkat mouth? Oh, we're about to see it, I think.
Forgive me, Princess, but I won't allow you to hurt yourself or anyone else.
Yeah, that's for me to do. Big smile, everybody. Oh, shit. Just buttons, buttons, buttons. Oh, crap, I was not nearly fast enough. Hello. Indoor Playground, thank you so much for the raid. Hope the rest of your stream was fantastic. And happy Thursday, friends. Chicago Stealth. Is that a new series in the whole Chicago line? Chicago Fire, Chicago Police, Chicago Stealth. Following the ninjas on the mayor's payroll. Executive producer Dick Wolf. Ow. Presents Chicago. It's still going. Presents Chicago Stealth. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. I expect most of you know me, but my name, if you don't, is Arx_Hydro, and we're doing the second half, though apparently there's a lot more than I thought there is, of Mortal Kombat 1 story tonight. How are you all doing?
Tarkat makes victims of us all.
Samantha, any of you that aren't yet following Indoor Playground, go follow them right now. Hilarious, hilarious friends of mine. Always a chill, entertaining stream. Follow them now before you forget. Check them out next time you see them live. Cannot recommend them enough. Damn, she took chunks out of you? Yeah, did you see that piece like stretching and then tearing off me? Ugh. Metal Gear Solid Guns of the Chicagoans. What's up, BQ? Good to see you.
Thank you.
At least some nasty hickeys in the morning.
No, Your Majesty. There can be no debt between friends.
I am glad.
I think you should be paid better, though.
That our conflict has ended.
It is paused, not ended.
Great.
Li Mei has earned my goodwill. Whether you do remains to be seen.
I seek only peace, Your Majesty.
Is that why you send minions on secret missions into my empire? You've proved yourself the
Oh, he did do that.
long warned you would be.
That's an accurate
Understand
accusation.
your anger, but I had reason to believe that Shang Tsung posed a threat to both of us. Until I confirmed them, I did not want to burden you with my suspicions.
Not a great excuse.
And now?
They have proven true.
I just, you know, I ignored realm sovereignty for a little while just because I didn't want to bother you. I know you're not big on phone calls. I didn't want to bother
Where is
you.
your proof?
At Shang Tsung's laboratory. If what you see there does not convince you, I will surrender Earthrealm without a fight.
Yeah, it's pretty convincing that Shang Tsung's evil. Fair enough. I was about to say, that's a hell of a bet, Liu Kang, but he knew what he was talking about.
Indulge in such depravity. For General Shao to condone it. They
He's
are
so
not the
relaxed
men
back there,
thought
too.
to
Just like, yeah, it's fucked up.
Despite my best efforts, neither man nor Quan Chi are who they were meant to be.
Just realized my mic was unplugged the whole stream.
They're out.
I almost said something like, is Moss's mic on? Because... Tino, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, friends. Welcome to the stream. My name is Arx_Hydro. We're playing the second half, it turns out, not last third, of Mortal Kombat 1 story. How's the rest of your stream? How are you doing? It's so good to see you, everyone.
I am a mere
There are two O's in
demigod
Mortal
now.
Kombat. Indeed, there are.
I was more powerful than all
But
of
I
the other
didn't...
gods
You looked so
combined.
relaxed, Moss. I was like, oh, he's probably just relaxing. I won't bother him.
Keeper of time.
Liu Kang right now is convincing Sindel that Shang Tsung is evil. I know that's obvious to anyone who knows Mortal Kombat's story, but this Mortal Kombat 1, if you don't know, is a reset of the timeline created by Liu Kang.
Is the guardian of the hourglass, a celestial object which lies beyond the realms. The hourglass regulates time.
That thing.
Destiny.
That thing, I assume, is what they fought over in MK11 and Liu Kang 1. What's up, Tina? What's up, Shoujo? What's up, Kinkerbell? What a fantastic name. There are 5 lights. I follow instructions poorly. I get that reference.
By billions more. Though this is the first of Liu Kang's design. The others
Are you giving Liu Kang credit or placing blame, Geras?
Kronika was obsessed with equalizing good and evil.
Kronika?
When a timeline veered too far to one or the other, she would halt it and restart history.
Wow, someone gave the Harpers too much power.
Events in the hope of achieving her golden balance.
Prior timelines, Kronika gave Shang Tsung and Quan Chi mastery of the most vile magics. Shao is not a general.
She did that in previous timelines?
On conquest. You, Sindel, were his ruthless wife, who would do anything to preserve your privilege. When I took the hourglass from Kronika, I vowed to do better.
I kind of want to play through previous Mortal Kombat stories.
Sorcerers would not gain their dark powers. Shao would be your loyal follower, and you would rule Outworld firmly but fairly.
But someone has interfered with Liu Kang's design. Shao, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, all have been groomed by an unknown entity to be the villains they
Wait, didn't you just say Kronika?
Timelines.
Was that not Kronika?
Where to begin?
Oh, Kronika was the one that I saw fall to little shards just like a minute ago, right? Wait, but alternate timeline, it's alternate Kronika!
No.
Am I lost?
My prior role was thrust upon me by circumstance. I am in no way divine.
Mean like I keep telling you to? Yeah, just like you keep telling me to.
Creation.
Now you know how my brother feels, making suggestions to me for years until I come around to them on my own.
I knew I would fare no better had I kept it.
What happens when you shake the hourglass up and down? I think the entire universe goes up and down, but as a frame of reference, no one notices, because they're all moving up and down together.
Against Outworld.
Not against Outworld, but against your misguided rule. Your deference to him leaves us all vassals.
So you sanction these unspeakable horrors? Lie to me about the threats we face? Thanks to you, Earthrealm blood is already on my hands. Bloodshed, without cause or provocation.
Don't move.
Empress, everyone, stay back.
What is it?
The Amulet of Shinnok, a weapon of terrifying power.
It should not exist. Its maker is powerless, as Liu Kang designed.
Yet more proof of foreign interference.
Enough prattle. You both bend a knee to
I've heard of that amulet. It must have been in Mortal Kombat X, which was the last one I played. I don't remember anything about it, though.
Do you think I do battle not trained with my weapons? I am more than prepared.
Okay, it does seem important I remember what that is. Samantha, what is the Amulet of Shinnok?
So General Shao casts his
By the way, we're
lot on
pomegranates.
Outworld's
Oh, wait a
enemies
sec.
Against me. He's a fool to ally with you blood-sucking fiends.
Oh, she didn't say anything. I was pausing just because Nitara there is voiced by Megan Fox. And, I try not to speak ill of other performers, but it is at least fair to say that her performance has not been widely lauded. I was curious to hear her say something, but anyway. Who the fuck is... It's Shinnok's amulet. Thanks, Jojo. Who made it? Quan Chi or, Shang Tsung, or what's it supposed to do? Whoa, that game's organs are everywhere. It looked like a Pokeball. Gotta go. Thanks for hanging out for a while, Romy. Have a wonderful day, night, whatever. Have a good one, friendo. Shinnok. Probably. I don't think so. Maybe you're right, but... Oh, I should have read those while I had that open. We'll figure them out. Did I throw that with my hair? Hairball? Hell yes I did. Stop it, Natara. I have moves to figure out. Okay, stop jumping, Hydro. Do those not combo to each other? None of them? I think she just healed. How did I do that attack? Queen's command, down back B, down forward B. Okay, cool. Whoa. Dude, I can't find a single combo in her moves right now. Found one. Shit. Goro's gonna tear me to pieces now. Cut your nails. That's so unsafe.
You fight on. It is a
Shang Tsung made it. I'm helpful. You know what? You're helpful enough to get away with it, though. More than. Sindel seems neat. I like the way her fight looks, but I'm having so much trouble figuring out how anything connects. I think I like Li Mei more. Also, what is Queen's Command doing? That's just forward. Forward. I had a second one, though. Can't find it. How did I do it? I won anyway.
You're no better than Shang Tsung's monstrosities.
Quan Chi had the amulet last, if I remember at all. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Kinkerbell.
We can still save them.
You googled the amulet. It's 14 paragraphs long. We're fine. It's powerful and dangerous. Got it. Someone grab it! Who grabbed it? They're running away. Okay, whoever grabbed it was the wrong person to grab it. But I get the idea.
Detain!
She brought the roof down. OMG, Liu fight maybe? He's been our assist. I bet we get to play him in like the final battles or something.
I owe him mine many times over. Sacrificing it in his
Shinnok
service
did make the amulet. It was the
would be an
MacGuffin of MKX.
Fight.
I thought the sorcerers were Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. Shinnok is another? Or something? I'll Google it later. Thank you. Oh, come on, Raiko. Li Mei! Oh, that's a close range one. I was not ready. Wrong. What I want was not that. Oh, it's B. I wanted to see if I could connect to that. I seem to be hitting, but I've lost. It's back. Low hairball is what I was looking for.
That Shao misled you makes you no less culpable. You will answer
Okay.
for this crime.
That's cool. I don't know where to use it, but... Alright, let's try and figure out Queen's Command. Oh, I'm wondering if it has to do with getting an assist out there. Shit, I keep fucking up the timing though. I'm wondering if like you can call out an assist and then Queen's Command them for like a follow-up attack, since I don't do anything myself when I hit the button. It's a wild guess. We've not seen any mechanics like that before, but it would be cool, so I'm hopeful. No, I can't do anything while that's happening. Move list. What do you do after Queen's Command? Air triggered turn heal. Special moves. Air levitate, enhanced levitate. Cool. Inspire, down back A, enhanced Queen's Command, enhanced Queen's Command. Can only hit opponent's cameo. Disables opponent's cameo for a short duration, recovers cameo meter on hit. Gotcha. That is far too much for me to use intelligently. So much for holding block. We might die. Yeah, that's... We're alive. Cross your fingers. Straightforward, Lee May.
Your rebellion is doomed.
So is your lineage.
Your betrayal hurts most, Rain.
Want her to tie me up with her hair? You saw how that attack ended, right?
Empress, Shang Tsung's taught me that I've scratched just the surface of my power. To
Winced so
explore
hard
it,
after that. That got to
I
me.
can't be bound by your limits.
Fight.
Okay, what did I figure out a second ago? Oh wait, there was some sort of levitate I wanted to try. Let's take a look at that. Air levitate, down back Y. Neat. I want to find something that comes off of that. Oh, that does. It's not much of a combo, but it's something. And cartwheel was... shit. Not good. Fuck you, Rain. Jesus, that did like a third of my health. That's more than most do, I think. I wonder if there's a difference like catching them as a counter hit, the way counter hits, you know, deal more damage in a lot of fighting games. Or if certain characters just have more powerful X-ray attacks.
Show you.
All right. I think I just confused him by hovering. He had no reaction to that, useful or otherwise. Damn it. Wrong. Not useful. Yeah, I really haven't figured out any combos for her, which is a bit sad, because I like the way her attacks look. Whereas Lee May felt more natural and also looked cool. Kinda wanna learn more Lee May. Sindel looks tricky to use, feels tricky. And good to see you, Melvin. Hope you're doing well. Smith, a Melvin son, excellent streamer. Give him a follow, especially if you like Apex Legends, but I recommend everyone go check. Holy shit, his stream out.
Your reign is over, Sindel.
Really sounded like he said urine is over.
Sickly boy you were.
Bathroom time has ended. Back to the battle.
Past your infirmities. Now you repay him by spitting on his ideals? Your revolt shreds every value he held dear.
Okay, this is probably our last Sindel fight. Now, most people would say, oh, this is your last chance to learn something about her, but I kind of, much as I keep saying it looks cool, I'm looking forward to the next character. How do I just do a little something, Hydro? All right. Eh? No? I think that has to land to be a combo. That's something. That was a cool cross-up. That was a fucked up cross-up that ruined my attack. I want to finish with a grab for fun. I want to finish with a grab for fun. I might die for this grab. There we go. There we go. That was a deep cross-up. Holy shit, it was. Oh hey, I never even realized I was doing high and low hairball. That's cool. She's, oh my god, I forgot his name. Who's the Tiger Strike from Street Fighter? Who is that? High-low fireball always reminds me of them. What the fuck is their name? Sagat, thank you, yes. Could not remember Sagat's name. Oh shit, something in there looked neat. Alright, I learned almost nothing about Sindel during that time.
General.
But cool.
The amulet, Your Majesty.
Bad hair day must be something very different for Sindel. Everybody suffers when she has a bad hair day. Oh, they can come back. Woo-hoo-hoo. They were just held inside there.
I hate to disrupt, but we must act quickly to save Earthrealm.
Is that the command of my creator?
No, Your Majesty. It is the request of a friend.
But if you deny it, it will become the command of your creator. Like, this is important. I'm sorry. We all got to do this. We have to. 12, Queen's Gambit, Melina. Hey, what's up, John Blade? Good to see you. Tiger D, yeah, Tiger Punch, Tiger Knee, all that stuff.
We are ready.
And the Soul Stealers?
Keep them running. I am sure we'll find a use for the collected souls.
Well, that ends the stealth portion of this assault, doesn't it? Okay. Hey, the gang's all here.
Will they stand down, if ordered?
No. Those are the General's most loyal lieutenants.
Thanks so much for the lurk, Groovy Duck.
If we are to shut down the Soul Stealers.
Yes, they do.
Oh shit, they can walk and crouch too. Who stole the Lin Kuei's teachings? Only ninjas are supposed to know this. Scorpion must be losing his mind right now.
Stay behind.
Ermac!
No.
I like Ermac.
Fight together.
Ermac's one of the characters I tried to learn in MKX with limited success.
What's wrong?
Is that a oh, it's like her belt. I thought that was a stone through her.
They may be broken.
Yeah, that happens twice a day to everyone here. I don't mean to be insensitive, but get up.
Help me up. No, Tanya, stay down. This time, I protect you.
We are Ermac. It is pointless to resist us.
Come any closer, and you'll feel the points of my blades.
We are many. You are one.
We're the same height, though.
Will become part of our collection.
We are the Borg.
Fight.
I was slow on the button, I admit. Okay, I found a throw. Okay, I'm getting my ass kicked. It's range. That's just forward attack. That's fun. That's super cool. Oh, it's kind of funny how it returns you to the side you're on. That's not a switch up. It's just graphically you get to teleport around for fun. Trying to find it again. And I can't, and I'm getting my ass kicked trying. Yeah, there's a switch up. One. Alright, what are my actual attacks? Straight side, that's what I've been doing. Teleport down, air teleport down, teleport up, and roll. So, okay. That's cool. What was roll again? What was roll? Down, back, B. No, it's not. What's happening? I'm so confused. sure. Wait. Okay, that does combo to that, which is fun. Tanya, come save me! Fuck. Timing. Nice. Nice. Back down, B.
No part of me.
Or was it back down, not down back? If it, yeah, that was my problem.
In another life, you could have been Umgadi.
I prefer this one, dearest Tanya.
I'm just gonna assume that was a nod to previous timeline and she was Umgadi.
We must leave.
Just gonna make that guess.
Melina.
What if the enhance is the cross-up? It could be. Hello? Probably heard that, Samantha. Say hello to the street outside. King Jared!
Father, is it truly you?
Yes, Melina. This body was created from the living forest's souls. Mine was one of them. Your attack broke the spell that binds us. Now, I am in control.
Kind of seems like what Ermac would say while still in control.
You are Umgadi, but not Li Mei.
Okay, maybe it's fine. I find it hard to trust in this world.
Your Majesty. She left the order rather than accept punishment.
Punishment? It was not her fault.
A discussion for another time, Father. We must go.
It's 40 degrees Celsius, holy shit. Less than 10% humidity. My fan gave up on me early this morning. I feel so offended by this game constantly showing me so. Can only apologize.
I missed you.
Aw, damn it, now Ermac is hot. They keep doing it. They can't keep getting away with hot villains!
Liu Kang, my friend. We meet again.
It is good to have you back. We once again find ourselves in challenging circumstances.
And once again, we will prevail. As always, Sindel, I am yours to command.
They were gathering souls to run this autonomous army for Shang Tsung. That's who we're seeing training. Apparently they need to train. I didn't think about that. So it will take them some time to get the army ready. That's good for us.
How is it they're unaware that the Soul Stealers are shut down?
We are deep within the mountain. From here, they couldn't tell.
Look at them conspiring. It is history we should not be repeating.
Yeah,
We
well,
must take the crown.
that was sort of on you, bud.
Can't raise more warriors.
Our odds will improve if we can surround them.
Why didn't you just remake the universe without them?
The rest of you get into position.
Like, why do they still exist, Liu Kang? You had your shot at this.
Shang Tsung.
Princess Melina.
I bring news from Outworld. Sindel is deposed. General Shao now rules.
And yet you are still free.
To succeed, the General needed help on the inside. I provided it.
The heir to the throne gives it up willingly.
It is a burden I've never wanted. The realm is better left in General... Emperor Shao's hands.
A most mature perspective.
God, Hunter knows nothing about creating universes. I admit I've never done it.
Shang Tsung, it does. But not in the manner that you expect.
Hit Shang Tsung! Just knock the crown off his head and these things will all stop fighting. Alright. I may not know anything about directing action movies either.
A bold gambit, princess.
Why don't the statues just stare at them, trying to be sneaky and go, dude, really? I'm right here. Oh, the ones they were sneaking between? I guess those didn't have souls in them. They were sleeping. I don't have a good answer for you.
Count you among the dead.
Fight.
Once again, Shang Tsung shows his ability to turn into an old man. I still don't quite know why he has that. All right, let's try this roll thing. That was it. So I do know the controls now, thank you. And it's super fun. Rolling around at the speed of sound. I can't do it in time to my own singing, though. Ah, I killed him before I could get it in there.
Punished. Do not expect leniency.
Where'd his crown go? Maybe he hasn't unlocked it. He should play the story. Come on. That does combo. Okay, that's all I wanted to figure out. I mean, not all, but that's one of the things I wanted to figure out. Yeah, if you're faster on the buttons than I am, there's a lot of combos after rolling into him, I think. Way faster on the buttons than I am.
There will be consequences for forsaking Outworld.
If you do a quarter circle motion, it will work, Batadar. This thing's quite forgiving. Timing is sometimes demanding, but not very demanding. Input is not. You'll never get the wrong input if you know the directions you should be doing.
Until your benefactor is caught, the realms remain threatened. Who is she, sorcerer?
Speak of the devil. Liu Kang. Meet Damashi.
It's a weird way to say Chronica. It's you!
The victim of deception, sorcerer.
You're not Damashi.
Is it Shang Tsung from the other timeline?
More correctly, you are me. A poor facsimile, anyway. Made lesser by Liu Kang's meddling.
I feel dumb for not seeing that coming after they mentioned an alternate timeline.
This Shang Tsung is whom I battled for the Hourglass. I thought him dead.
As I did you, Liu Kang. It turns out our battle released mammoth energies which ripped apart time's fabric. The fight had two conclusions. In one, I was the victor. In the other, it was you.
Oh, good. Forever ruining conversations about like, oh, I know you can play as like any character in fighting games, but who was like the canon winner at the end of MK11? Well...
I took this form and infiltrated your timeline. I elevated these wretches, giving them great power. Together, they sowed discord among the realms, and assembled for me the Dragon Army. I led them to believe they were aiding my conquest of Earthrealm and Outworld. But my intent is to exterminate all life in this timeline, and then merge it into my own.
And then my timeline will have twice the space and everyone can have a bigger house. Haha.
You were pawns, not partners. Your purpose served. You will be sacrificed.
We served you loyally, built you the Dragon Crown.
This is a toy. I do not need it to control the Dragon Army. Only the souls contained within. Goodbye, Liu Kang. neither you nor your timeline will be missed.
Hello, alternate Sindel. How are
Keep our
you?
interests align. For now.
Know that I trust neither of you. I will finish you both at the first hint of treachery.
Evil red force lightning, Raiden. You just dodged the lightning, okay. I know she fucked up after that, but easy way to take out a god. We know the trick now.
Serum wearing off. Must stay in control. You attack my family. I will make
Weird
you
how close they get while talking, even though they're on different
Resistance
sides.
serves no purpose. This timeline will be destroyed. Fight.
I wonder if we have any new moves now. Because previously, when people didn't have like their powers activated, they had different moves. I point to Raiden earlier. And that's the same. I was wondering if that would be the grab we saw earlier. Let's take a look at the command list real quick. Special moves, straight psi enhance, teleport down, teleport up, low psi, back forward A, low psi, roll, air ball? Okay, down back B in the air, back forward A. Let's try those two. That's low psi, okay, so that's just another throw, like that. Interesting that's on a kick button. And the other was... Oh, okay. That's like anti-air. That's gonna be for a more specific thing than I thought. Fuck off. You're jumping my attacks. I've not figured out how to mix the cameo into any combos yet, by the way. Darth Raiden? Maybe she has to fully transform? Possibly. Or I just don't know what that grab is. That was mean, but it was cool. Fuck you. Ah, I still haven't converted on that like once. I mean, he'll full fall for it twice, I'll do it twice. I'm completely comfortable with using the same attacks over and over again, if he'll fall for... That's the enhanced version.
This new Shang
Bonus
Tsung
damage.
should have sent more minions.
Come forward if you dare. I will finish what Raiden could not.
Oh my god, this Dark Sindel's worth more than our Sindel. Clearly. Why is evil always so powerful? Why isn't it a fair fight, Samantha? I don't mean to get super deep and philosophical, but why is evil so powerful, huh? Kick your ass with my super hair? That is Sindel's MO, absolutely. They're staring at each other while he explains his plan. There's a lot of that in action movies.
Your tenacity is to be admired.
Sindel versus Sindel!
Our last breath.
Oh, but I didn't learn how to play Sindel very well.
His blood flows through our veins.
My Sindel with a sword?
We are not beaten. Noble sentiments.
Versus Sindel with a sword?
Matter little. None of you will leave here alive.
Oh, I'm not doing this. Okay. That's it. Take the offensive. Okay, good. I was about to say, maybe you should have let me do this, Sindel, but good. Ow.
Oh, it's so sad to see a child lose her mother.
Have you heard of the rule of conservation of ninjutsu? No, I haven't. I'm not up to date on Naruto. I don't know anything about Boruto. Fuck me, dude. Let me see. What were the other ones? There's throw. There's low throw. That's what I was thinking of. The jump one. That's block. Fuck. Not as special as I remembered. I was more prepared for it this time. I mean, look, it's late in the game to say this, and we've made tons of jokes that way about the subject already, but just like, what are the guidelines? Let's get specific about that. What are the guidelines for what you can walk away from and keep fighting? You know? Is it just as long as it doesn't break the skin? Because she pulled my legs completely out of their sockets and tore all the muscles apart, but she didn't break the skin? So it's okay that I get back up and fight again? What are the rules? Like, if that happens to you, that's your day. That's probably your life. But it's at least your day. That's the enhanced version. That's how you get that. God damn it. Dark Mom. Cut it out. It's an internet name for the trope where... Oh, this is a real thing. I thought you were just doing a bit a second ago. Two sides in the conflict have to have roughly equal power levels. So even in a 10v1, the 10 will have a 10th each. Gotcha.
At least we had a few hours more.
The rule is if you can walk it off, it's fine. But you can't walk that off.
Mother.
Specifically that one, no.
You are now Empress.
Wait, is she actually going to die? First of all, that was a low on the scale of damage she has taken during this game, but we just talked about that. Let's push on ahead through that. Moreover, are we left with evil Sindel? Even their fucking... Raiden gets back his lightning powers, Kenshi loses his eyes, and Sindel is still evil. Don't get too attached to Daddy Ermac the way you were earlier. He's going back as well, I'm sure of it.
Mother's soul. It resides within me. She is safe.
Hurry, everyone. We must withdraw.
Uh-oh. They just finished their firmware updates and they're turning on. She was stabbed with a plot sword? Fair.
To move an army that large among realms, he'll need a portal, yes?
More than one. You will need a nexus of portal gateways.
It must be nearby. We follow them. They will lead us to it.
Agreed. But we cannot
I watched the Barbie movie last night. And what I learned is if you want to move between worlds, even a large number of people, you just need a bike that will fit them all.
When this crisis ends,
They probably just have a bike that will fit them all.
This is but the opening battle in a longer war.
Also, highly, highly recommend the Barbie movie.
Entire timeline.
9 out of 10. Nearly perfect. Loved every moment.
My counterpart said that your battle with him ripped time's fabric, creating two timelines.
You have been played for a fool, Shang Tsung. You're not allowed to be this smug anymore. Shut the fuck up. Put your hand down. Stop smiling.
Why the thought experiment, sorcerer?
You said we lack strength. We might find it in other timelines.
how would we do that?
We gather allies from across timelines.
Oh, are we gonna cross over with Street Fighter and shit? Tell me you got the contracts to do that. Can we get Bowser in this game? Let's go to the Smash Bros. World.
The battle in front of us. We can't stake our survival on pure conjecture.
If Liu Kang is right, the battle in front of us is already
Oh
lost.
god, it's the MCU.
This may be our only hope.
Geras, your thoughts?
It is possible. But as I am only the Hourglass's steward, such a search is beyond me.
Yeah, let's get Dragon Ball characters. Go for it.
By the Keeper of Time.
and I no longer wield that power.
You may be able to regain it.
What? How do you mean?
When you gave up control of the hourglass, I worried that one day you would find you needed it. So rather than let your power dissipate, I collected it.
I have it in my junk drawer.
It remains safely stored.
Why did you never tell me this?
Because the process
I kinda forgot. It's just in there rolling around with paper clips, pens, and twine. I'm not even sure all those pens have ink left in them. It's a junk drawer, you know? I haven't looked at it in a while.
May be impossible.
And you did not want me tempted to make that sacrifice, unless it was absolutely necessary.
Correct.
Thank you, Geras. You have saved us with your wisdom. Now, where have you stored my power? We must retrieve it.
Also, could you save us with your muscles? You are jacked, dude. Why haven't I seen you fight yet?
Jade Jaguar gifted to you by the great Kung Lao.
Yeah, grab Goku, Naruto, Saitama, Mike Hagar, etc.
Yes, Geras.
I bet Goku could kick some ass here. I mean some, but by the conservation of ninjutsu. Only as much as anyone else.
Forget the others. Find Liu Kang. He alone threatens my plans.
Fun fact, Pai Mei from Kill Bill is a cameo in multiplayer, so it's not outside the realm of possibility. Wait, in this game? She is?
No better vessel to store my power, Geras.
Or in one of the previous MKs.
I always treasured the great Kung Lao's gift. It reminds me of his meticulous nature and his generous
Bring in
heart.
Sephiroth and let him nuke.
Once we retrieve the Jade Jaguar, we will proceed to the Hourglass. There, we will transfer the temporal power stored within it to you.
It now occurs to me that all along, you have had unfettered access to the power stored within. You could have taken it, become Keeper of Time, but chose not to. Why?
Because I have faith in your vision for this new era. I am content to be its guardian.
Thank you, Geras.
He and not Kill Bill. Her master is.
This process you propose.
Yes, this one.
You are sure it will restore my power?
As sure as I can be of one that has been neither tried nor tested. But even if successful, it is not guaranteed that you will find any other timelines or allies. They may not exist.
So fingers crossed, all of creation.
I hate leaving the others behind.
Your champions will bolster their strength against the Dragon Army. It is sure to be the mother of all battles.
May the Elder Gods protect them.
Why is the mother of all blank the culmination of things, usually speaking? Shouldn't it be the earliest one? The event that triggered all the others, regardless of its relative size? Am I thinking too much about this? Sometimes you just don't have a joke to make for a scene and you're like, maybe this is a good observation, and you get halfway through it and you go, this is one of the stupidest things I've ever said. What do you think? Yeah, where's Daddy of all? This is West Wing levels of walking down corridors. You say a lot of stupid things though, so it's hard to determine what's the stupidest. That's the strat.
My ex was so wrong.
Oh, he's got a ROG ally.
30K I spent on this seems like a steal right now.
Okay, he got ripped off buying his ROG ally.
Magic is incredible.
Not magic, your loveliness. Technology.
Either way, it's clear what must happen next. The gateways and the Dragon Army have to be destroyed. Scorpion, have you a plan?
My mother certainly was triggered throughout my childhood, and she was tough. I'd like to thank you for going through the pain of living that experience so you could get to that punchline.
Down the Dragon Army. The rest of
As
us
comedians will
attack our
sometimes say, took you 15 seconds to laugh at that, took me 20 years.
An astute strategy.
Truly, I could not have devised a better one.
Enough with the empty flattery. If you want our trust...
Probably because the mother's the bearer of children usually, so it's kind of the beginning. Well, that's what I'm saying. It should be the earliest, not the biggest. God damn it, Johnny, stop playing games on your iPad. Someday you have to stop being an iPad kid. Someday.
It will be the end of all things. Armageddon.
Scorpion's still distracted, being like, how does everyone know about crouching? Okay, they're like the distraction. I was about to say, shouldn't they go for the portal? Or do they intend to kill every individual in this army? Hello? No! You can't have our Void Stone to get to the Ender Realm. I don't know enough about Minecraft to actually do this joke, but you get the idea.
The battle continues, Shang Tsung.
Quan Chi, with me.
They spent a long time getting there. Is it Ender Eyes? Why'd I take a second shot at this?
It is an ire I share.
May I suggest we harness our anger and use it to obliterate my doppelganger's minions?
Ender Eyes, yeah. Hey, I got part of it right. Alright, Evil Kenshi versus not good Shang Tsung. Less dangerous Shang Tsung is all I can really call him. Alright, what are his techniques? Give him the old straight skull. Straight skull, ground skull are the same. Form stealer. Quick age morph. Wait. I can't age morph. Does that have any, like, bearing on the game? Or is that just fun? Trying to do the skull thing. I don't remember the skull thing. Okay. I get the idea. Let's just try and figure out some others. That doesn't work. Okay, we should do this. Try and catch up. Some meaty punches from someone best known for their sorcery. Shit. Oh, thank you.
Effective, but insufficient. You cannot thwart me.
Here's another one where I'm not finding any obvious. There's a combo. Okay. And what was the... Okay. Found one combo. Okay, the enhanced version just hits high as well. Handy, but no more damage for me. Oh! What was that? Okay. Cool. Okay.
This pair will trouble us no more.
We learned that Kenshi can draw his sword as a separate mode. Cool. Shang Tsung is here to validate every anti-vaxxer's fears.
There are more who acquire our attention.
Now listen, have you ever seen the documentary Mortal Kombat 1? That's what they're trying to do to you, down at Rite Aid. That's why those appointments take so long. They gotta clean up all the shattered rib before you get in there and see what happened. Hey, what's up, Emmy? Good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Samantha, I think many of you know Emmy USB, because we occasionally raid her lovely channel. If you don't, though, please. Emmy USB is a fantastic streamer, focusing on a lot of first plays. If you can contain yourself and not give her any spoilers, because it's so much fun watching her discover on her own, give her a follow. Check out her stream next time you see her live. Lovely, I'm so glad to hear that. I am doing well, thank you. Do the flip back, or that. Thank you for stepping into that, because clearly I got the distance wrong. Quan Chi, save me! Or get hit yourself. Let's find something else. No. Ooh. What was the full down to back thing? It's B. Form Stealer's B. Aha! Do I have your attacks now? I do. I'm also a different version. No, I'm the same version. I didn't realize you had taken off your hood or whatever. Well, that's cool. So we can steal forms, which is fun. Hang on. Let me just make a note of that. I need to cut a tutorial on how to deal with cameo attacks. You're loving Liza P? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm probably gonna try and start playing that super soon, but I'm definitely getting to it at some point. And I've mainly heard good things. Oh, so I'm so glad to hear that. I hope you continue to. How are you enjoying this game? I like it quite a bit. I mean, I'm no Mortal Kombat connoisseur, but I think they tell their stories well, and you know, it's just sort of, it's funny and over the top, and they've got great videos. And I'm really enjoying playing through the story. In terms of the combat, the last one I played was 10, which each character had style choices, 3 styles that slightly altered their moves. So like, okay, I'm going into all this detail only because this game doesn't have that. It almost feels like there's less. But what's here is good, and I love the story, and I'm enjoying myself. Make sense? Yeah, I'm enjoying. Oh, Dark Rain is so much hotter than Good Rain. Oh, no, another one's hot.
2 of 5. It's progress. Now on to the next.
What'd I just miss? Oh, probably just me punching the cameo. Their cameo came out behind them and like wound up to do a move, and I was just mashing buttons, and so my Shang Tsung went, eh. Not even like a combo, just eh. Tapped their jaw, and they were like, oh, fuck, okay, and left. It was over. Do you like that there's less? Not necessarily, but I would need to play hours and hours and hours of this game to really note the difference, because this also has a massive cast of characters.
His life force is
so, you know, I don't know exactly how the variety balance goes, but this game still has a ton of variety. So, like, I'm not pleased it's gone, but I haven't missed it yet.
These meddling.
Oh, they're both evil. We had good Sub-Zero, bad Scorpion. The new timeline has good Scorpion, bad Sub-Zero. Now we've got bad Scorpion, bad Sub-Zero. When do we get good both of them? I just want the Lin Kuei ninjas to be happy. Wait. Form Stealer. Just because I kind of think I remember how to play you better. Kinda. Rude. Fuck. Fall down. Form Stealer. Shit. Yeah, the slide. That's what I need to do. Fucking hell. How do you do the slide? Shit. Don't. I thought he was gonna use his, like, super finisher. Which I'm gonna do. Fuck him. Damn it. One. What if they're happy being bad? I want them to be good, not happy. You're allowed the pursuit of happiness, not the achievement of it, and we need a better world. Oh, I guess if they're happy. Not the slowdown. Quan Chi, save me. Come on. That was an unintentional swap. God damn it. I hit his cameo who's immune to that. Now how do you slide? How the fuck do you slide? Will you teach me to slide? Damn it. What if I'm an old man first? How do I do that? There we go. And then I transform. Will old Scorpion know how to... Will you stop hitting me so I can complete this joke? It's not even going to be that funny. Just give me a shot at it. I don't know how to slide.
So much for fire and ice.
Shadow Band or something? No. No, not at all, Jodica. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So many fireballs sweeping people aside.
Are you hurt?
I've never been better. Fools. Your spell worked before only because you surprised me. It won't happen again. Fight.
Normally it's down back. Well, let's learn some of Shao Kahn's techniques. Never mind, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Oh, I let go of block just a bit early. That was cool. Hang on. Ah! I think I know how I just did that summon thing. What I don't know how to do is anything else. Alright, just fall over. How's your day with your friend? It was fantastic. We went to the Brooklyn Museum and we saw the Hannah Gadsby curated Pablo-matic about Pablo Picasso's shitty relationship to women and artists' various influences and reactions to, against, from it, etc., which was a good little show. And then we saw a really big show about African fashion there as well, which was fucking amazing. And then I got cinnamon roll pancakes at Tom's restaurant in Brooklyn and happened to see one of my favorite influencers just walking around there, which is cool. Had a wonderful time. Okay, how do I keep doing that technique? Because I like that one. Is that just forward Y? It's not. That's down forward Y? Is there an enhanced version? There is, but it doesn't seem to do anything special, like, functionality-wise. I did not mean to do that. I was just mashing. I meant that to be some sort of attack that would win the fight. I thought Tom's was in Manhattan. Manhattan. It is. There's multiple Tom's restaurants. They're not related to each other either. They're just all named that. I gotta stop making faces over the violence at some point. It should be expected. Whew. Quan Chi agrees with me though. And you'd think he'd be even more used to it.
Done it. The army's trapped.
All of the other realms in this timeline are safe.
Great way to end the day. Happy to hear that. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Now we risked our lives to perform this service.
One that wouldn't have been needed if you hadn't conspired with the other Shang Tsung.
They will fight to the last man.
That expression for just a second where he was like,
must help the others.
It's got me there. Wasn't ready for debate. "14, Time of Death, Liu Kang."
Are you ready to begin the search?
Ready enough. May there be other timelines and titans to find.
There are 15 chapters, but the 15th chapter looks like it has many more parts. Also, those numbers down there have been going by quick. I assume they mean the chapters, but they seem to be going by a bit fast for that. Anyway, at the very least, chapter 15 should be longer. Is this...
Liu Kang?
Easy, Kitana.
Hello.
You are among friends.
We found a katana who has a different favorite color.
Where
The
am
timelines are so varied.
Away from home. In a different timeline, to be precise.
What? Are you also
A keeper of time?
Yeah. I saw that,
both of
14.
us? How is that possible?
We're racing
Battle
through
for
then, if that's the
Chronicle's
case. It said
hourglass ripped apart
56%.
time's
But
fabric. Where there once was one timeline, there are now many. Each new timeline represents a different possible outcome of that battle. In mine, I became Time's Keeper. In yours, it was you.
oh my god, it's even worse. Who's the canon victor of Mortal Kombat 11? Wow! Fuck!
Possibilities are endless.
If many timelines sprung from one, and we were both part of it, then you are my Liu Kang.
The same one who battled you in Shang Tsung's courtyard. Who fought at your side at the Colosseum.
That's a cool idea.
Who beamed with pride when you became Outworld's Khan.
Love story? I admit I'm a little surprised.
Why does fate seem always to
But apparently this was already established, at least in 11.
deny us life's simple pleasures?
I don't know.
So the originals...
Perhaps in one of
By the way,
many
I think Mortal
timelines.
Kombat's gone through resets even before this, right? But the originals of MK11
Brought me here for that.
each have a universe?
I know you well enough to know better. What duty beckons us?
I will tell you. But first, we must gather more of our old friends.
Exactly. It's a cool idea.
Shang Tsung, a Titan, wielding the power of the hourglass?
Yes, Kung Lao. He is a threat to all timelines. He is not yet aware of any beyond his and Liu Kang's.
For now, it is only a matter of time.
I had hoped my victory over Chronica.
Oh, hang on. Wait. We've gathered them all?
Sadly, it begins anew.
We had a wide shot of about like 5-6 people a second ago. How many characters were in MK11?
Millions in my White Lotus Society will aid us, if needed.
Thank you, my friends. He is here.
A lot? Some people, okay, so some people just sucked too much to get their own time. Oh, of course, there's the evil team too. I'm catching up with this step by step. My mind might not really be made for like multi-timeline.
Liu Kang, you have found allies. Titan allies, in fact. How could I have been so blind? Of course, our timelines aren't the only two.
Oh, but his aren't Titans yet.
Retreat
They
to
just have new
yours,
costumes.
Shang Tsung. Your attempt to merge timelines has failed.
Yes. Your comrades proved most resourceful. Thus, I have resigned myself to simply destroying your timeline. Knowing that others exist to conquer makes that choice much more palatable. Once I destroy your hourglass, your timeline will cease to exist. I will take great pleasure in finishing you. One last...
Evil, yes, but so theatrical. I love that about him. I thank you all so much for the follows today, by the way. That's very kind of you. Good to have you here. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. So he got the powers of creation again, and the first thing he does to get is get back his ex. Is that the message we're supporting? Apparently. It's more important than existence itself that he get back together with his ex. What's bicycle kick? Samantha, who knows this character? Found it! Or something like it. That's not quite bicycle kick, but it will do. The zoom out camera? Come on, buddy. I'm just trying to figure out some techniques for fun. That's the non-enhanced version. The first version I did, I think, was the enhanced one. Helicopter kicks? Hell yes. The slow bowling of flames. Okay, so down back is that. What else have I got? Cosmic Flame, back forward X. Okay, low dragon, that's what I was doing, right? Bastard. Yeah, that's the bowling one. Dragon's tail, back forward X. I like that. Cool. Liu Kang seems pretty fun.
Oh, I've missed fighting by Katana's side.
Let's rip the flesh from their bones. Are Tanya's of all timelines this evil? Mine is no better.
You should be fine. She's a vast improvement.
She is. I've still had to fight her twice, but she's better than this.
Fight.
Throw counter. Katana, save me. Perfect. Thank you, darling. What first attracted to me to you, Katana, was how you can break bones with flying sidekicks, as you well know.
There is no question that I prefer my Lee Mei.
Did really good with the flame effects in this one. Yeah, I think most of the effects in this game are pretty excellent. I particularly like rain. I'm not gonna say it looks perfectly like water, but you know, he's got magical water fully under his control. It provides a pretty detailed effect and a cool looking one, and all the others, most of them I would say are quite realistic / stylish. I like them a lot. Shit. No, whiff. Searching for other techniques right now. The heart wants what the heart wants, unless it's ripped out of your chest, as the line goes on.
It has begun.
You gonna play RE4 DLC? I'm interested, but no plans, so it'll probably be a random thing if I do it. I don't know. I'm open to it. I don't know, though. So he's the Titan of Time, God of Fire, and he kicks people.
Heal quickly.
Yes. I hesitated because I was going to argue about the Titan of Time thing, but then I remembered he did just get the power back. Then I remembered the point was you were pointing out that he kicks people.
Your final moments will be torture and pain. I do not fear your bravado. I have bested twins far more.
Imagine naming your kid Sword. Whose name is Sword? Is Luke? Oh, Katana. It's spelled in a different way. So there's that. Don't hit me. Oh, I wanted that to be the finisher. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. Is Liu Kang Sword? Hey, I don't know. Pretty sure this series didn't do a lot of research on martial arts and foreign languages when it began. But Liu Kang could mean sword or a specific kind of sword in some language. And Katana's not even on screen right now. Wouldn't Kenshi be like sword something? I believe Kenshi is the name of like a fabled blind swordsman or something. Someone here might know if I'm right or wrong. Please feel free to correct me. So I think they used that for their blind swordsman character.
Brothers.
We have little time. The hourglass is...
Sounds right.
Then let us end this now.
Be good girls and kill them, won't you?
As you command, Shang Tsung.
Katana and
Oh, great. He filled his timeline with sexism. Which, by the way, I'm not sure you've done enough to squash in this timeline, Liu Kang, but we can talk about that later.
Fool. You cannot save it.
I bet Shang Tsung in this evil timeline has a Mojo Dojo Casa house and everything.
Reflections of me.
Just know Ken is sword in Japanese. You combine it with other things to mean different things.
Survive this fight.
Fight.
Oh, that combos. Hang on, is that really that easy? God, you make this hard to tell. I think it has to land in order to even have a shit chance of comboing. I thought it was going to go into X-ray mode when she springboarded off the fans she'd planted in my chest. And somehow then it got worse. Okay, it does work. For some reason I was fucking it up other times. What the f... I didn't even see what attack hit me. Oh man, did you just see the dragon going across the ground? I always hit from too close to see that before. That looks super cool.
Once Shang Tsung is finished, you will be too.
In Japanese, Kenshi just means swordman. Ah, I see, okay. And Liu Kang is a common Chinese name. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Thank you for that. The rest of them are all throwing various power at it. I'm pretty sure Geras is just spraying sand. Guess he had to refill it while the rest fixed the glass. So they're trying to both destroy and fix it by throwing beams at it? Yeah, apparently.
Thank you, everyone, for your aid. This battle was won together.
Shang Tsung is gone, but he's not defeated.
Why couldn't they just hit Shang? Well, that seems a bit cheap now, doesn't it?
Not only against this timeline, but against all timelines.
Our choice is clear. We must take the fight to him. Destroy any power he has to make war against us.
Agreed. Shang Tsung is likely
In
already
English,
gathering
RX means bad at fighting
allies
games.
as I gathered you. We must best his efforts. Assemble an overwhelming
I've lost,
army
what, 2
from
matches?
across all timelines.
No, only one. The other was a challenge, the mashing challenge thing. Imagine if the last thing we have to do is a mashing challenge. Into Sauron's eye! Feel free to change camera angle anytime. I think we're... Oh, this has a bit of a feel to it. Are we gonna do like a tour of Mortal Kombat history that I'm not gonna understand? I think it's happening right now. This looks like the audience for a sports video game. You know? They've got so many fucking... Ah, shit. I was just gonna point out there's so many repeated characters, because obviously there is, but I wanted Lee May. Who did I get? I didn't even see. Who am I? Sub-Zero? I think Rain? Oh god, I hope it's Sub-Zero. This is just that temple event in Zul'Farrak.
Nowhere to run, Shang Tsung.
I've done this dozens of times.
Nowhere to hide.
But except Shang Tsung's alone.
We have banded together to rid all timelines of your evil. The threat you pose to them.
Maybe he's a level 60 just coming back to do this
Such
to
certainty, Liu
get an
Kang,
achievement?
that this battle will end in your favor.
It can end no other way. Because across all timelines, the arc of history bends toward justice.
Does it?
Acting as the me audience when you're playing Wii Bowling. That note! You know, if you've got your volume down, or if you're a non-hearing person, just imagine that sound. Sorry, I haven't really cleaned up my realm in millennia. Let me just kick these skulls out of the way. I should be more in the moment, but all I can really think about is, imagine the writing challenge the people doing Mortal Kombat 2, the one that follows this, have ahead of them to create some tension. You can't run downstairs and look strong. All of them were sort of going, "This is the final fight and I don't want to trip! Knees out! Splay your feet, careful!" Mortal Kombat 2 will deal with tax evasion. That will get the stakes that high. Now they're all fighting. How do they know who's on which side? It's gonna be a lot of mistakes.
Fight.
Rain versus Red Dragon. Oh god, I am Rain! Fuck me! I don't even know who Red Dragon is, but fuck. I'm trying to jump, man. I guess I hit it too early, but I should have been over him. Okay, there's that. Or grab in there for the fuck of it. An assist in there for the fuck of it. We'll get through this as Rain. I'll manage it. Stairs are definitely not up to code. Is it too late to reset the chapter? Maybe we just learn Rain.
Raging waters.
I like his hair tied back like this. He's growing on me. For God's sake. Also, we're fighting a robot. We should be perfect for this. Get that robot wet! I don't know what that did. I ran out of time to use it, whatever it was. Fry them circuits. He's growing on me, splash splash. Loving the spray gun attack. It's like playing Wet Floor again, you know? I'm used to these themes. Jaw spell? Smith, are these... Who? Okay, the first one, Red Dragon, was, Kano, right? But a version of Kano known as Red Dragon? This is, a version of Katana, is it? Or Melina, considering the name is Jaw spell? Is that what's happening here? I'm sorry, it's Jaws Pell, excuse me. That's a new version of... Katana's blue in size. Doesn't Melina have size too?
This will be your final rest.
You're right about blue, certainly. Clockadile. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Is this a version of Gearus? Because I assumed it was Reptile. for obvious reasons, but then this Sandy attack came out. Version of Melina with magic powers. These look like character features. Oh, so that was Reptile Gearus. This is Shao Kahn Goro. Oh! Alright. Why the fuck on with that one? I like how I'm guessing Sonya Cage is even more smug than Johnny Cage. Almost as smug as Shang Tsung. Ah, I fired the wrong direction. How do I use portals? Okay, down, back is place them. Down, forward. Okay! I know how to use them. I don't think I will intelligently, so I might just leave them, but I know how to use them now. Interesting loading thing happened there.
Allow me.
Ooh, look at the yellow and black outfits on this team. They look like they're from that Firaxis Tactics Avengers game. Midnight Suns. I wish I'd finished that joke before all their heads were cut off, but some of you will know what I'm talking about.
Now hurry. There's no time to waste.
When did this game come out? I believe this game came out this week or last week? This week. Pre-orders were allowed to play last week, so there's been some content about it for a while now, but pretty sure it came out, when, Tuesday this week? Officially? 3 days ago. 8 days ago was early release. Thank you so much, Smith. I super appreciate all the fact-checking and remembering you do for me, by the way. Thank you all. Barakian. Do you think they did individual work on all these characters, or do you think there was some way they were able to automate it? Because what I'm really hoping is that there's a way you can play with any two characters mashed up. They would have advertised that. There's no way you can, but that would be incredible. Like a random generator? Oh, random would be even better. Choose random, or I want to play Scorpion mixed with random. But even if you had to choose them, just being able to pick any two characters. I'd like primary Johnny Cage, secondary Shao Kahn would be so fun. Alright. I know it's starting to look better, my Rain play, but let me be honest with you, what I discovered a short time ago is Rain almost feels like he's from Soul Calibur. Most of his buttons just flow together. Like water. I haven't learned anything about him. I can just sort of mash buttons and they go.
Assist me, Quan Chi.
Ken Shang Tsung would go hard. Fusion!
Test your might.
Great. Is this smashing? It is. We're fine. So that's a cross-up of Melina and Kenshi. Interesting. It's like watching an action movie and in between you actually fight it is.
Hurry, Rain. You are almost there.
Fuck. They just ripped their skeletons out of their bodies backwards, and that was just like shrugged off. That wasn't a big scene. This is just Frost, isn't it? Is this Frost mixed with Sub-Zero? Because I don't know the differences between those two characters well enough to follow which one move is going to come from which one of them. Okay, that was Sub-Zero. I know that move quite well. Ah, I went too late on mine because I wanted to charge it as long as I could for fun. Everything's for fun. It's not even a strategy. Love how Rain is the protagonist now. I do like you can choose whoever you want. It means his scenes haven't been super individual, but yeah, Rain's the protagonist now. And we're gonna wash that mime makeup right off Ninja Mime's face. Was really expecting another name. Ninja Mime? I know! Can you believe they got him in this game? Extra stealthy. Which job did he do first, the ninja or the mime? Were they like, you know who would be easy to train to be a ninja? A mime. They're halfway there, we just need to teach them to crouch. Or do you think he was a ninja and he was like, this isn't really getting me my performing, you know, chops. I'm not getting all the performance and attention that I want. I could probably transition into mime. Melting these scrubs is Rain. I'm wondering if they may have their health turned down a bit, or like I said, Rain they could just mash with.
This is over.
I do not think so.
Realize, sorcerer, that you've brought this on yourself. Avarice and ego have again proved your undoing. We have no choice but to eradicate you.
It is you who will be eradicated. You and your followers. And once you are dead, all timelines will be mine.
Someday Rain should get up and help. So, it comes down to this. Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung. Who could have foreseen this? Other than everybody, except me, weirdly. At least the mime has the option if the whole ninja thing doesn't work out. It's job security is what multi-classing is, that's what it is.
Your position is precarious. To survive.
Oh, wait, you're saying why not just go to chiropractor if you can just rip their whole spine out? Well, that's not the goal of a chiropractor, to be clear.
How possibly could you?
Fight.
Alright, in actuality, it comes down to Shang Tsung versus Rain. Who could have foreseen this? Not me. I didn't even pick this character. That kick, by the way, is literally just forward and kick. That's how easy some of these, like, place swapping moves and stuff are. It's a delight. It's just a delight. Are we done here?
And they called me.
That was one round.
I praise for the son of Argus. May I?
Where's Quan Chi?
You have done more than enough. Please permit me to end this.
Liu Kang threw him over a cliff a second ago, and I've already forgotten that. That's what happened to Quan Chi, right? Oh yeah, that's his body right there. I'm caught up now. Ashes to ashes. All-powerful universe reshaping sands of time to all-powerful universe reshaping sands of time.
What's causing this?
Timeline. Without Shang Tsung to hold it together, it's falling apart. You must return to your timeline before this one collapses. Thank you for your aid, Ray. May we one day meet again.
He teleported me, right? He didn't just burn me to death.
I'm telling you, the locations we found here are money. I mean, look at this. Don't the rainbow colors on these mountains just scream Outworld?
I cannot believe you'll be telling our story about how we defeated Shang Tsung.
Well, the studio thinks it's fiction, not fact. But I don't care, as long as it's covering the budget.
Is Johnny Cage
I assume you'll
playing
be the star.
himself?
Nope, I'm behind the camera.
Oh.
Writing and directing. Time to
That's
let
worse.
someone younger and prettier take the lead. You know, I've written in parts for all of you, if you want them.
Us? On screen?
I mean, they're cameos. But like they say, there are
That word has a K in it, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny. But we must decline.
But Raiden?
The new initiates arrive tomorrow. We must return to the Wuxi to begin their instruction.
Of course.
Thanos snapped them.
You are right.
Yeah, I did notice they've all been one round. I was just surprised Shang Tsung was. But you're right, it's in keeping.
Can do what you do.
Who will win, Ancient Evil Sorcerer or One Water Boy?
To revive the Tyra is starting to pay off. I can't let up now.
Well, I know better than to ask you.
This would have been over faster if he melted them into sand first instead of kicking people.
Johnny Cage. Which is why I must now depart.
Off to Outworld.
But then what movie would Johnny Cage have made?
Between her father and
Maybe that's what he did do, and what we just saw was Johnny Cage's movie. This is the post-credits meta scene.
There are a few threats to a rule.
Is something wrong then?
I am simply shoring up our defenses. As you know, Bi-Han and his Lin Kuei have abandoned their roles as Earthrealm's guardians. His brother, Kuai Liang, has agreed to build a new clan, the Shirai Ryu, to take its place. I must go aid his efforts.
That's familiar, but I forget what part the Shirai Ryu had in the story in previous
I
games.
will call upon all of you when the time comes. Madame Bo, once again you have served an excellent meal.
That's kind of you to say.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you, all of you. You have served well as Earthrealm's champions.
No, Liu Kang. Thank you. Joining up with you really has changed the arcs of our lives.
I am glad.
Probably will sync different to you, but to me your thumbs up for remembering things matched perfectly with the choir and the brass of the video was amazing. Good
Which
shit.
one of you gets the bad news?
Not me. I'm still 3 mil in the hole on Sento. How, thick's your wallet, Takahashi?
Thick enough. But seems to me our hosts are on the hook. They did invite us.
You think we have money? The Shaolin live modestly.
Easy, Kung Lao. They're teasing.
Ha ha ha, they have time to argue about little things like the bill.
My business manager tells me I can write this whole thing off.
The realms are in safe hands.
Hey, what happens to our Shang Tsung? Did they cover that? Am I just forgetting a scene? What happened to our Shang Tsung? Ooh, Kenshi must be pissed. Melina stabbed his eyes out and now she's ruler of Outworld. They were Scorpion's clan before they were all murdered by Sub-Zero. The Shirai Ryu and the Lin Kuei were... Oh. Okay. Oh my god, Liu's smile was adorable! Some of the facial expressions, in fact a vast majority of the facial expressions and animations in this game have been top fucking notch, in my opinion. They're not all perfect, there's a little uncanny valley in places, absolutely, but I think this was stellar graphical work for the videos. Yeah. I focused on Shang Tsung's smug expressions, but that was a good smile. A lot of the expressions have been great. Yeah, see, the world I made is good. I believe there's a post-credit scene if there's a way to skip. We can chit-chat about the game, and yeah, I'll skip if the credits aren't done by the time we're done with that. Need a premise for the next game somewhere? True. How does the Ninja Clan bankroll its operation? Donations? I don't know. Bake sales? And pledge drives and stuff? This weekend, pledge, you know, $1, $3, $5 to Sub-Zero. Now, Scorpion's the good one in this realm. To Scorpion, who will be doing as many flips as he can. Pledge $5 per flip. Did you just hear that? Just as I read Mako's message, the fuck is this butt rock for MK1, I heard, we get Elder God power in our bloodstream, with enunciation just like that. Is this MC Frontalot? Hello? By the way, I like MC Frontalot, I just needed a name for the joke. And he enunciates. Oh no. We left alive. Oh my god, barely alive. I was trying to think of a fun combination, but they showed this armless man before I got there. I see Quan Chi Sub-Zero.
Clinging to life.
This is Shao Kahn Havoc.
Everyone who fought today did so fiercely.
Kenshi and I don't know.
Had I not been here for it, I would have thought it impossible. Warriors from across timelines, clashing in combat. The blood, the death, the chaos.
And Tanya Katana?
Lord Havoc. It's unfortunate it all ended so fast. The next time, it won't.
Okay, but where's our Shang Tsung? I'm sure our Shang Tsung will just fade into obscurity. Never bother anyone, ever again. Next 12 games are all just this game, but from the perspective of each other winner. Mercenary work and paid assassinations, that probably makes the most sense. Not Sub-Zero, he's evil. Courier message service. 5 days of flips later. God damn it, I'm in the hole for so much money. Did you think he would do this many flips? He's been going for days. Yeah. He's a ninja, it's all the Lin Kuei trained to do. Well, that and crouch. That's why I put down just $1. That line was very front and center. No one cleaned after the fight? Really, guys? That timeline is supposed to be collapsing, isn't it? I assume that's why Liu Kang left without cleaning or assigning anyone to. Why was it still stable enough for them to walk around talking? Not again, Jax. PG-3 crossover. Jax looks like he needs a hand. Maybe two. Mortal Kombat 2, Infinite Fusion. Havoc and Onaga, pretty sure. Onaga? I don't know that character. Okay. Katanya. It's better than butt rock or not. Now it's ass rap. Can you replay the last battle as Shang Tsung? Was he on the selection list? Wonder if you can. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Technically a crouch is just the start of a backflip. Timeline was supposed to collapse. Maybe Titan Havoc was like, well, it's mine now. You gotta complete a tower with Shang to know what happened to him. The one category where SF beats MK is music. I actually don't mind this music, but I don't like it, so yeah, you're still right about that. You're still right about that. Also, I actually prefer the fighting in those games better, though I'm worse at it. But this was fun. This was very fun. Just talking about the story mode, that was amazing. I haven't tried anything else. I don't know what the netcode's like. I don't know what invasions are like. Nothing about that. I enjoyed that immensely. The story was insane and went to ridiculous heights, which is what I wanted from it. I think Mortal Kombat does a fantastic job of giving you these long, cool action scenes. But then, you know, you actually play the game and they don't weigh you down too much with tutorials. It's just like, drop into this fight in the story. Go, do it now, do it! I think the balance is pretty close to right, too. It didn't feel like it went on too long between battles, or didn't give me enough between battles. I do wish there were more varied challenges than just mashing buttons, but they are kind of funny they're included. They're also incredibly easy. So for anyone who missed the first stream, I found out that you don't need to mash one button. That's very hard. You can just roll your thumb across all 4 face buttons and it counts all of them. So it's insanely easy. But they're still kind of funny scenes. I just wish they had a variety of little challenges. Those would be cool. Those would be fun. But I like that a lot. Really enjoyed. The gameplay that I got to do during the story feels very good. You know? It feels basically like I remember MKX feeling. I played MKX and Injustice 1 a decent amount each. I did not play Injustice 2 or MK11, but it plays the way I remember those two feeling, and I liked playing those two games. If you've played any recent Mortal Kombat, I would guess there's a good chance you know how this game feels. I miss QTEs. Was the right amount of goofiness for me? Yeah, very much so. Are we gonna do invasions then? I think we will take a look at invasions. I'm not gonna go a lot longer. We'll probably end up with a slightly shortish stream just because I got some things I want to do. After being out all day, I'm behind on video editing, but let's spend some time in invasions and see what they're like. How did you like the story? I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, I'm not sure what to say. I like this kind of story mode better than any other I've played in another fighting game. Now, World Tour in Street Fighter 6 was a big deal, and I still have not tried it. But I like this better than the classic arcade style, which also exists in this. I'm pretty sure that's what towers are, was in previous games. In the modern Mortal Kombat area, so it has that as well. But I played like Soul Calibur's Create a Fighter and go through the history thing. Never really a fan of that. What other styles are there? A single player. I like this better, and I think MK does it very, very well. Story was excellent. All right, anything else if I skip ahead? Skip movie. I cannot hit down. I can't hit anything. The game's broken. I'm gonna risk that again. No, apparently not. Once again, it's not taking any inputs. Escape? Space? Enter? Mashing more keyboard buttons? Nothing? There we go. Dude, what the fuck is going on? Is there some delay to the controller, the PC? Mashing down. Connect! I'm gonna have to get Ann Hacker in here to work on this. That's my assistant who sets up anything technical, Ann. Ann Hacker is good with all of this. So it's supposed to be her job to set this up, but my producer David, let's pretend like he's supposed to check this. I've never told him that, but god damn it, David! Why isn't this working? Completely unacceptable. Oh, I got one down input. We hate David, the producer. Don't worry about that. Oh shit, wait, it worked a couple times there. What is happening right now? Skip movie. I'm gonna start hitting A. It went on the first go. Okay. That was very weird. You were moving it a lot for a moment. That was very, very, very weird. Is it working now? Join the Combat League. That's the complete 100% of the story. And the achievement is called What Just Happened, with 2 question marks. Yeah, that was just something about the movie playing, because now it's responding just fine. That's very weird. Alright, quickly out of curiosity, just show me, did I get like all the evil versions of characters too? That would be fucking awesome. So like, who's someone that we saw? We saw a couple versions of Rain. Gear. Got lost staffs for him. Got 5 staves. Pallets. Okay. Wait, gear, we should... this doesn't control his mask. Yeah. No, it looks like I don't have it. Shoot. Hopefully you can unlock them. If they did the work making those various customization options, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. I'm sure you can unlock them. Well, let's check out Invasions. So Invasions, if you don't know, Invasions are a mode where you get a lot of different fights laid almost out over like a board game board, and things to collect and unlock and challenge yourself with. And they've got various bonus effects going on. The one I keep harping on, but it's the one I remember from the article I read about Invasions, are things like the sky is full of bats, and if you jump, the bats will eat you. Fight on the ground. Shit like that. Let's see how it goes. Fell in love with how the ending was going to be like the intro to Armageddon. This thing is so aggressive if you're not hitting buttons. Moving a lot for a moment. It's using all the RAM, every drop of RAM. Combat League took more of my soul than Shang Tsung ever could. Now you've done tutorial, are you going to play online? What are the towers? Towers, I believe, unlock character endings by defeating classic Mortal Kombat towers. These are like arcade mode. Fight. Though, as they say, classic endings, they put a little content behind them. Yeah, towers are like arcade-style single-player campaigns. Invasions, conquer a single-player adventure that changes each season. Oh, I didn't know about that. Retrieving calendar, retrieving progression, none. Let's see what this is about.
Though the barriers among timelines have been rebuilt after the recent invasion, they remain porous. That is why I chose to secretly surveil all of them, to keep watch for potential aggressors. And my choice has proven wise.
It seems like we can expect incursions on our realm about every 2-3 months. The challenges will be great, but they will bring with them new characters, new outfits, customization options like our world has never seen.
But all risk doing critical damage. With skill, luck, and perseverance, these threats will be defeated. The future of this timeline is now in your hands. May the Elder Gods bless your efforts.
Am I Johnny Cage for this? Please tell me I can choose my character. Oh, thank God. Give me Li Mei. I was enjoying Li Mei. Yeah.
Li Mei.
Li Mei, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion felt best playing through that. I don't know anything about these people because these are not the assists you use during the game. Li Mei and Frost. I don't know. Where's Homelander and Omni-Man? They're, yeah, part of the first season of DLC content, I believe.
Welcome to Casa del Cage. I've got one rule. Don't break anything. It's all expensive. And FYI, the house just might...
Yeah, Combat Pack 1 will probably release over a year or 9 months or something, a while.
Level craziness. Like the weird portal to other realms in my bedroom. Can I tell you how much of a nightmare it's been trying to sell this place? Oh, BT Dubs, there's a key under the rock.
Oh, this is the board game part. I thought this was going to be some hub we walk around, and I was about to do a whole rant on, like, is it just me or would everyone rather just have menus for this kind of stuff? For the amount of time it takes to make things like those walk around hubs, but I think this is the board game. Key Thief Level 1 Cannibal Warrior. Away we go. Tarkatan warrior has stolen the key to Cage. There's story through all these little things. All right. AC6 is just menus. Good for it. Tarkatan warrior has stolen the key to Cage's mansion. Defeat the Tarkatan warrior and recover the key. Okay, here's the thing. We're already in Cage's mansion. I can see that, but whatever.
Fight.
What were your attacks again? Good. Yes, the knee, the flying knee. And then this was the one where you come to me if I hit you. That was down back A, is it?
Finish him.
Oh, shit, I don't know her. Easy fatalities. No, I want the real fatalities. I'm good for it. I'm good for it. Where are they? Close, forward, back, forward, A. How close is close? I did not know that the Tarkat disease turned your intestines into det cord, and I learned something. Front door, common casa key card. How did it find the key? How did he find the key, please? Keeps it under a rock. It's not reflet science? Sorry, I don't know what autocorrect may have fucked up there. Those are cool, yes, damn, pretty. Why is it common? So look, Johnny Cage made a lot of keys and handed them out to a lot of people. He's not smart.
Pin for the security system. It's ABACABB, right? Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Abacab. Could've just made it a cab. Casa key card required, open. This is not a fight, so some of these are just nodes for events. I just got the achievement, Abacab, use a key. Something about that is familiar. Was that like a cheat code in some early Mortal Kombat game on Genesis or something? Genesis had A, B, and C buttons, right?
And I'd hate for you to get lost. It's just like a stoplight. Green means go.
Blue pathways are unlocked, red pathways are locked, green pathways lead to new encounters, arrow guides you toward the exit. So there's probably extra stuff you can do, and the exit is to move to the next map or something? Okay. Blue unlocked, red locked, green new encounters. I only have one option. He has a theater in his home.
Casa del Cage sports the ultimate home theater. Stick around and feast your eyes on the greatest movies ever made.
Ninja Mime!
Ninja Mime. And my all-time
Oh, he sold that. Ninja Mime. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Good to see you. That was the code to unlock Blood. I think someone 2 or 3, that was the Blood code on Genesis. It's also the title of a song by the British rock band Genesis. What is AB? I've already forgotten it. Or Blood code. I assume you mean the ABACBACCBA Abacab.
Fight.
Hello, newcomer? And Sonya. Sonya, what are you doing with this newcomer? Okay, that could have been closer and actually landed, and it would have been cool. Just fly right by the cameo.
Finish him.
We don't do this every time, but just want to make sure I still remember the controls. I can also change my character anytime, so we could use this to see some fatalities as well. Pretty sure I can. Behind me, it's been showing my character and my assist, and there's a little Y button. They named the cheat code after the song. That was a slow grab, what the fuck? Combat card foreground. That expression doesn't look too great. Did you use the Switch version to make these cards? XP breakdown? Mortal Kombat's gonna give me an XP breakdown. I'm good, thanks. I'm alright. So, can I change it anytime? Outworld Constable Li Mei. Change fighter. So they have different levels. No, it's not showing me levels. Oh, it is showing me stats, interestingly. Well, let's just work our way through some characters and hopefully see some fun fatalities and stuff. Loadout Cameo Kano. So, Kano is assigned to Kenshi? Interesting. Talismans, relics. Huh. This must have to do with stuff like, some of the challenges will have certain like elemental things, and maybe you can like, oh, make all my attacks fire to do double damage. And there's the elemental damage chart. Oh my god, they're Pokemon. Kenshi, you seem like a fairy type. Okay. They're different fatalities. The menu makes it sound like there's unlockable fatalities. I don't know if there are unlockable ones in the game right now, or if that'll be part of, you know, battle passes and shit. No clue. 2 per character, 6 brutalities per character.
I look good.
Right trigger, right stick? Left trigger, right stick? Oh, I can move just a little bit. Fair enough. Look to La Luna. Hatchling. Are there babyalities or babalities? What did I say? Babalities. No clue.
Fight.
Damn it. Okay. Cool. Can I catch you with that after anything else? Damn it. Okay, no! Need that long range. Except that I can't do anything while that's happening, so I can't, like, approach. Oh, that works at any range? Stop giving me the easy one. I know I can do this. Close. Forward, down, down, Y.
Finish him.
Oh, why so slow?
Fatality. Kenshi wins.
Gross. Gross. I mean, they all will be. Almost certainly. Should clean his blade before putting it away? Yeah. Next. So far, this is incredibly easy.
Baraka.
Now we're only fighting level 1s. But I wonder if it will get hard at some point, or if it's the difficulty setting I have, or if they just don't want this mode to be that. Why is it running at 30? This is a locked 30 FPS. It's not really important, just curious. Oh, so pretty, lady in waiting. So, Samantha, just in case anyone hasn't heard, there is unfortunately no Sunday Dark Souls 3 stream this week, as my mom is coming to the city with a friend of hers tomorrow, and I'm going to be spending the weekend showing them around a little bit, hanging out with them. So unfortunately, no stream. Next week, I believe, should be a normal week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday here on Twitch. Probably a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, maybe Lies of P, maybe Tears of Kingdom. We can talk about that and so on. And next weekend, I will return to Dark Souls 3. I may have the freedom to do a bonus Dark Souls 3 stream Saturday or something else on, like, we'll see what happens. But just so you're aware of the upcoming schedule, that's what it is. Close. Okay, now they update this based on sides, so this should be to the right. It should be away towards down X. It is.
Fatality.
Okay, that one's worse than a lot of the ones I've seen. That one's worse. Switch is just a meme console at this point. Hello?
Well, buckle up, Buttercup. Because through those doors is what I like to call Demon Alley. Only go in there if you like fighting vicious netherrealm beasties. If I could only figure out how they're getting in here.
I haven't looked at the sales number recently. Has the Switch outsold both the PS4 and PS5 combined? Or is it just outsold one of them at a time? Because it's weak, but it's fucking successful. It was not made to run games that look like this, though, that's true. That was unspectacular. It was rather straightforward, but it was gross as fuck. Demon Alley, go out there if you like fighting Netherrealm beasties. Have I unlocked anything back there? We're gonna go in here first. But first, before what was first, and is now second, we'll change fighter again. Geras! I never even got to see you fight. Oh, maybe everyone just defaults to Kano if you haven't yet given them a loadout. Kano's all, and I helped.
Meet the Collector, my personal shopper and lifetime pickleball teammate. He's a cool dude, just don't get on his bad side. My man's always on the hunt for shiny new stuff. He'll buy or sell pretty much anything.
So what do I get here? Cosmetics, or I did get coins from one of those encounters. Oh, consumable. Grants bonus fire resistance, ice resistance, energy resistance. Your character resurrects to 50% health only once for the next encounter. Interesting. I don't need any of those yet, but interesting. After discovering a shop, you can teleport back to the nearest shop from the pause menu. Shops will refresh their stocked items every hour. Okay, that sounds fucking dumb. Netherrealm University? Nintendo would lose all its console sales if it didn't maintain insane exclusivity contracts? Exclusivity contracts? On the games it makes? Or are you talking about games other than like Mario and Zelda? No one else can make a Mario, Zelda, or Metroid game. There's no contracts, they just own those characters. Nintendo's around because of Pokemon and its exclusives. And Pokemon's essentially an exclusive. They don't literally own the Pokemon company, but they virtually own the Pokemon company. I don't understand all that, but there's this weird thing that Nintendo does where instead of merging with or buying other companies, they very regularly, I say very regularly, like this apparently happened 3 or 4 times. It happened with Niantic, I believe, that made Pokemon Go. They buy up a chunk of that company and let that company buy up a chunk of them and agree to work together forever or something. It's very weird. And I think that's what they've done with Game Freak, if I remember right, and the Pokemon Company. The two of them co-own it. So this is locked. Oh, because I haven't done this this encounter. What is this one? Chaos Maker, Damn Demons. It said Modifiers Flying Demon. Not exclusivity, I just don't know the name. I mean, just, you know, you're right, they're not gonna make a Mario game for anyone else, but it's because it's their IP. It's like PlayStation's, you know, Master Chief is not going to be on anyone else's console either. Many encounters along your journey will have modifiers. Modifiers can affect one fighter or both. You can counter the effects by using consumables. Where's the flying demon? If I jump? That wasn't it. There's the flying demon. Cage needs to clean his place more thoroughly. Get time stopped and then elbow dropped. Kano! What's that hourglass do? I think since I got hit, it's not gonna do shit, is the answer. Cool. Character seems neat, but not immediately obvious to me how to play. Mid Sandstorm, forward, down, down, B. Mid. I think I know mid range. No? That's mid. And then he draws him close anyway. Oh god, yeah, I've seen a video of this one.
Fatality. Gear is sweet.
That achievement was complete 5 unique encounters, and it was called So I Just Kill Stuff? For anyone curious? From an IP perspective, Kingdom Hearts is truly the most astonishing licensing I've ever seen allowed. Because Disney involved, I think you're absolutely right. There are ones that are probably more complex behind the scenes, like Smash Bros, but yeah, that's fucking shocking. They put Jack Sparrow and Cloud Strife in the same game, succinctly put. Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Marvel vs. DC crossovers are insane license agreements. Dojo keycard required. Okay. Let's change fighters again. And enjoy somebody else's vicious murdering scene. How about Ashra?
Ashra.
So far, this just feels chill because it's, you know, not very hard or anything. The same modifier. Mix it up. Show me what else you got. Junior Monk.
Fight.
I don't remember any of Ashra's moves. Oh, I remember one of them, and it's to do this. Oh, wait, that's... It's there we go. It's how to change color of your sword. And I say it that way because I don't actually know what game difference it makes, and I kept doing it accidentally when I was playing her before. Oh, wrong button. I want to see the enhanced version. Looks like it goes further. Walked into that. Mid Heavenly Light. Down toward down Y.
Finish him. Fatality. Ashra wins.
I find that one easier to take. The scorching somehow makes it less gruesome. Damn. Was stylish. I mashed through that. Did I just get the key card? We're about to go in here anyway, so I can check my inventory. First, let's grab a new fighter. Nitara.
Nitara.
Voiced by Megan Fox. I can stop pointing that out. Components. Components are used to upgrade talismans. We did not get a key card though. Enjoying my meal while watching this? Got a strong stomach. Another one with modifier Flying Demon. Yeah, this mode it is a chill time, but varied up. It's not yet impressed me.
Fight.
It is better than the old crypt thing from 10, I remember. Okay, found that. That's cool. Could I hit with that, or is that only anti-air? Or dodge? Hang on. Damn it. Does that do anything fun? Yes, it does. What's your finisher? Mid Vaternus Combat. Capital B, capital A, capital T. Down, down, back, X, and mid.
Finish him. Fatality. Nitara wins.
Okay. Who does John Cena voice? A ninja? Yeah, Peacemaker. Peacemaker's coming in the DLC. Since he played Peacemaker, so. And it is him as Peacemaker, right? Like, it is John Cena, isn't it? Or are they using some comic look for him? Does anyone happen to know? I think it is him, visually. And finally, in this section, I wonder why they're split into sections. Havoc. Havoc's from Order Realm? He's just got quite the face to be from Order Realm. It is him? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Special Inspector. Super Armor Tutorial. Oh, I know what Super Armor is, but I would love to learn what exactly gives it. Some enhanced attacks seem to have it, but I'm not sure about all. Many opponents in invasions have super armor during their attacks. Oh, it's a modifier. This means that their attacks cannot be interrupted, but they can be blocked. What was that? Is it that blue flash or is it the whole thing? I think it's the blue flash is super armor. You want me to hit her in the middle? Oh, task complete. You just want me to do that. Your opponent's super armor attacks can be interrupted during a short window when they're vulnerable. The opponent will be highlighted blue when it's time to strike. You did a different thing! Okay. And the vulnerability window is different for each of your opponent's super armor attacks. Study your opponent as you block to find the best opportunity. I remembered that from the first one. That's what I was expecting. We good? Yeah, we're done. Neato. Thought we'd have to do a fight at the end of that. The original timeline, he was from Chaos Realm. You think Liu Kang just got rid of Chaos Realm and put them all into Order Realm when he restarted. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Demon Lady Nether Sprite. Oh shit, I forgot to change characters. Oh, because we didn't see this guy's fatality. Because I was doing a tutorial.
Fight.
Okay. God, I hate that kick so much. They did that to me a whole bunch in the story mode, and I did not like the way it looks. Stop it! That was pretty cool, actually. You can do that again. Figured out how to do that thing they kept doing to me, too. Fuck with your fucking armor. Oh, come on. Okay. It's close and it's down, forward, down, B. You're attacking the wrong person. We've killed both of us. You've given them your power.
Fatality.
It's an interesting strategy. How much longer do you have to live? Can you regrow a new heart, Havoc? You must be able to. Do you have guest DLC characters? I did buy the super stupid premium edition so I could play early because I wanted to last week. So I might.
It's pretty powerful if you know how to use it.
Wrong. We go Y to change our talisman. He regrows his head. He probably can regrow his heart then, I guess. Why am I putting limitations on him?
Kitana.
Why? Level 1 Flaming Skull. 3 charges. Requirements, invasion level 1, your soul is mine. Bonuses, armor against up to 100 damage. 5% activation speed. Are the charges literally like... before I like lose the thing forever? Who's that on the rug? Oh, are they high as hell? Are they on E? Talisman tutorial. This probably is not a fight. Talismans are a powerful tool in your arsenal. Different talismans can be used in combat to fire projectiles, power up your attacks, or even heal your character. Oh, it says right stick up down there in tiny imagery. Your first talisman can cast a flaming nether skull at the opponent, dealing fire damage on hit. Yeah. That's a little bit slow, but cool. Talismans are not used instantly and can be interrupted. They also have a limited number of charges and can only be replenished at a forge. Oh, I thought that might be like 3 per fight, but it's 3 before recharge. Hit the opponent with a talisman while avoiding their attacks by blocking, ducking, or jumping. You can also use the flaming nether skull to destroy incoming projectiles. I felt like I didn't time that, but if you said I did that, then I did that. Hell of a tutorial. Hell of a tutorial. Does Katana have her cosplay outfit? The one people cosplay? I don't know. Hallway keycard required. That's 2 keycards we need now, but I can go over this way. Bakuran Veteran, the supersized challenge.
Fight.
Oh, okay. Ooh. How dare you, bastard! I got the cameo. Fucked up there. Does that only work in air? That's down back. No, it works in the ground too. Fucking, will you leave me alone, Goro? What am I doing wrong? I can't find that kick again. I was trying to do that kick to meet him in the air after throwing him up in the air with my fan. Far. Royal Blender, down forward, down B. Got it.
Fatality.
Aptly named. I would have thought there'd be more left, but I guess it's sprayed all over the room. Hey, there's the hallway keycard, and is that a separate talisman with another ability or something? There's so many. We're probably not getting through all these. We saw Melina's last week, didn't we? I think we did.
Tanya.
I think we did. Let's skip to Tanya. Oh, only one person can have that equipped? Did I get a relic? What was the other thing I got? Dragon Medallion improves the talisman's damage. I see. I see. A Garburator? Felix called them Incinerator. I think that was the brand my parents had. Incinerator.
Bob's my bodyguard, private chef, and personal trainer. He Shao Kahn do everything.
Man, this burger's tasty. Oh, this is the Forge? It's a 3D printer. The Forge allows you to recharge and upgrade your talismans. This tutorial will teach you how to upgrade a talisman. After completing it, you'll be able to recharge as well. Dismiss. Upgrade. This talisman. Adding components to a talisman will grant new bonuses. These could enhance or give it entirely new properties. Improves damage. Does it show me what it's gonna do? Like in numbers? Not really. Cost 10, guaranteed success, and plus 10% damage. Go for it. Attempt to upgrade. Your components will be lost if it fails. Cool. After discovering a forge, you can teleport back to the nearest forge from the pause menu. Neat. All very straightforward. I want more modifiers and stuff. So far, I'm not getting too annoyed because clearly I'm still in the tutorial section. But
how much fun that was?
I want more.
Well, now it's time to throw down with a whole mess of super psycho ninjas. These dudes have ice running through their veins, like literally. Use that talus thingamabob you found.
Finally found Melania. Just had to go to a different game. Gonna pass out, but thanks for the stream. Enjoy your weekend, Hydra Samantha. Thanks for hanging out, Batadar. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Have a good one, friendo. Still can't go left. We can go back through here to the center again. We are still in a different part of the mansion, actually.
Pesky house crashers.
All fighters have 2 elemental types. This fighter is an ice type. Try switching to an electric like Raiden to gain an advantage. Y to open invasion's loadout. Press X to view elemental damage chart. So we're fighting ice type warriors and they want me to be electric to defeat ice, they said? Mine is... So, hang on. Fighter who is... Fuck. Oh, they're highlighting my row. 2 below my row, I think that's ice. They deal less damage to other ice and to normal type. Take more damage from lightning and fire, so we could do lightning or fire. Gotcha. Raiden. I hit the wrong button. Raiden. There you are. Of course, you're lightning type. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And give me that talisman just in case I want it. Oh. I should have chosen someone else just because we've already seen Raiden's fatality.
Fight.
Am I normal, Raiden? Oh no, it's down forward, not back forward. Shit. Let's see it again anyway, though, as long as we're here. Close, back forward, back Y. Pretty sure he just picks them up and they explode, right? No, I was thinking of something else. Maybe we didn't see that.
Fatality. Raiden wins.
Got him. Raiden's out. Pikachu, you're in. We've connected to the Pokken Tournament universe. Smoke Hazard. He is normal and dark type. So we need... Ooh, who does that mean? Normal type takes more damage from poison. Dark type takes more damage from fairy. I don't know what these actually are. I'm just sort of guessing, but it's a pink, purple sparkle fairy, right? Wait, dark? Okay, hang on. Oh, I'm reading the wrong side. Less damage from lightning, less damage from... All right, so there's nothing really extra to work out here. I just need either a poison or a fairy type character. So where are their types listed? I see. Who's poison? Sindel, or fairy type. Sindel's fairy type. Sindel. Did you break your nose and you're worried about that happening again? You didn't have that during the campaign. Who is this Sindel? They have multiple fatalities, Hydro, but I only have one unlocked for each, I'm pretty sure. I went to the customization thing and there was only one on the menu of fatalities I can equip, so. Fight. Unless they let me in the fatality practice thing do ones I've not unlocked, I am misremembering and I'm thinking of an old Raiden one that may be in this game, but I don't have. Okay, the problem is I need to be a good enough Sindel to actually do this. Come here, Smoggy Warrior. I just noticed your name. Super armor. Super armor bullshit. What is it? Mid, here comes trouble. Down, back, down, X.
Finish him.
Thought I'd run out of time.
Who's your queen?
He's gonna have a hard time answering, ma'am.
Sindel wins.
That's a particularly gross one as well. Jesus. Relic common, not junk. Age Mansion bundle. Okay, well, relics are new. Time for the relic tutorial. They could get through this a lot faster.
Thinking, what is this old hunk of junk? I mean, sure, it's old, but is it junk? Hell no. That, my friends, is a relic. The sweet thing about relics is that they are loaded with enchantments. Long story short.
Gotcha. What does this one do? Bonus XP gain and 0% damage against super armor. Oh, that sucks. But I would like to gain levels and see what happens since we're still only level 1. Alright. I can go either of these directions. Let's just keep going this way. There was another door that I may have the key card to, but I don't actually know. Survive. Time limit. It won't tell me who the enemies are. I doubt we'll get to do a fatality here then, but I'm just going to pick someone else because I'm not good with Sindel and give us the chance to see somebody else's fatality if I'm wrong. Tanya, put on this relic. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I whip my hair back and forth. Such a fun song until you understand Sindel is holding your limbs in her hair. Jump and duck to avoid the energy balls and survive. Switching to a blood elemental character will reduce the damage taken from projectiles. Jump and duck. Can I move? Oh. Okay, hang on. All right, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I get the idea now, though. Set it up again! I don't need a blood type character. I got this.
Survive.
Shit. 2, 1. There we go. There we go.
Tanya wins.
Kind of like challenges like that. That one was a bit basic, but I kind of like challenges like that. Hope there's more of them later on.
Crap. That's me. I mean, he's less handsome, less perfect me, but he's still me.
Okay, I don't need to hear him do all these lines. Ugly me, classic actor, modifiers, energy, aura, and who's strong against whatever green means, earth element or something? A little surprised Johnny Cage is earth element. He doesn't seem in touch with the earth. I forgot to check the menu. Against whatever element that is, we need more damage from Sparkly. Sindel, Katana, there's gotta be another one. More damage from Sparkly. Fuck, dude, I keep forgetting. After opening the elemental chart, I don't need to hit B to back out of it. Who else is Sparkly? Kung Lao is very sparkly.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao's is a fatality I'm pretty sure we did see, where he splits them in 3 from the waist up. So this may be, if it ends up being a different one, a chance to see if indeed we have different ones than we saw in the fatality practice screen. And that's why Raiden surprised me.
Understudy.
You have any other attacks, bud? Got him. And now we need, from mid, loud and clear, back, forward, back B.
Finish him.
I think this one is different. Oh wait, no it's not. I just didn't recognize that name.
Fatality.
Yeah, I think the first half of that is what I remembered. I'd forgotten the second half. Not sure if I'm right or wrong. We got Johnny Cage announcer. I'm good, thanks. Oh, but we are unlocking pallets and gear and stuff. Neat. Neat. Crouching and flipping, that's ninja work. That was the Lin Kuei training we just went through. When your evasion's level increases, the stats of all fighters increase. Each fighter will also gain 5 stat points. Would you like to assign these points manually or automatically? You can change the setting per fighter at any time. Oh, automatic. Are you fucking kidding me? Automatic. Are you just gonna do +1 to everything? Kung Lao's an all-arounder? He was 44444. Huh.
Excellent.
That seemed like an extreme way to move the laundry an inch to the side. What's in here first?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there. What the heck are you doing? Do you even know where that thing goes?
Probably gonna take you to where those freaks who crashed my pad came from. You really want another piece of that? As your fake attorney, I advise you to stay the hell out of there. There's no coming back, pal. There's no coming back. Okay, so you want to clear maps. This is... I hit left by accident there, not up. But whatever. So this is where you go do extras if you want everything out of a map. Like the key-coded door we've not been through, or this thing they just showed us back here. Is the easy fatality different? I'm pretty sure it had the same name, so I'd guess not, but I haven't tested that. Test your might. Will this be the same? Mashing?
Test your might.
Yes, it will be. And so you just roll your thumb over the buttons. I'm glad I have an SSD. It would suck to do long loading screens for this.
What the hell? I had one rule. Don't break anything. I banged on that anvil for more days than I can remember in Molded by Gods when I played that blind blacksmith. And that role was an award winner.
Sure, it was for the worst performance, but it was still an award. Next. Loot. There's the dojo keycard, another Johnny Cage palette, or just all Johnny Cage palettes. Which I guess, are they trying to make this like sense of this because it's his mansion? Are we gonna go through a map for every character in this season or over multiple? Or is that just like to start? All right. Let's go see the dojo. And hopefully that's the last thing on this map, because then I'm very curious what comes after the portal. A, because I assume that will essentially be the end of the tutorial, absolutely and surely. And I'm curious if, like I said, is it just a different... Is it a map per character? Or what? What do we have in here? Oh, just another chest. Good. I think we can get out of here now. Delightful colors. There a way to open up a map? I don't think so, but I'm pretty certain I didn't leave any directions untested. Let's go to the portal and get the fuck out of here. Hope each map is character specific instead of random. I kind of hope they're varied just so that we unlock a variety of things for characters. But I wouldn't mind themed maps or something. I feel like that's unlikely. I don't know. Well, let's find out what this goes to. And who's that looking in the window? I think that's a Tarkatan. It has begun. Complete the Cage Mansion tutorial.
The Scorpion invading our timeline also lost his wife and son to Quan Chi's murderous machinations. Consumed by grief, he searched them all to find another Harumi with whom he could rebuild his family.
Oh, rather than revenge?
Timeline after timeline.
Is that healthier or less health? Holy fucking shit, it's definitely less healthy.
When Scorpion reached ours,
way worse for his mental health, at least, is what I mean.
Harumi was wedded to Kuai Liang. Thwarted yet again, Scorpion's frustration exploded into rage. He has vowed to burn this entire timeline.
Really weird story.
No one will.
Really weird. Yeah, that's almost certainly why the battles are that easy, but I think they'll probably start at level 1 or 2 here, so we'll see how this ramps up. Fengjian Village. Could be Scorpion themed. Could be everyone themed. Oh, we have a little intro video for it. So are they going to just like rebuild these with new encounters each season, or are they going to make new 3D maps every season, or what? Sparkly, lady in waiting, level 1. What beats Sparkly? What beats Sparkly? Sparkly is beaten by that curly thing or blood. I hit B a fucking again. Who's got that curly thing or blood in their styles? No, 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 no. Wait, one of you was blood, weren't you? No. No, 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 no. Nitara's blood, but we already saw her fatality. Havoc, you're both, but we've seen your fatality. Raiko. And General Shao. Let's do Raiko.
Raiko.
Raiko, excuse me. Raiko is a discipline. It shares a root with Reiki, but it's not intended to help people, as you will soon see.
Fight.
Does the caffeine keep you awake at night? I have never noticed the effects of caffeine on myself. I think I may metabolize it differently. I went on a date with a neuroscientist once, and we got talking about ADHD early on because she takes a significant dose of Adderall, and she started asking, do you drink coffee? And I said, oh yeah, I started recently drinking coffee. And she said, how does it affect you? And I went, I don't notice any effects. And she went, yeah, same with me. I think it's the way I metabolize it, and maybe it's related to ADHD. Because she told me the first 4 cups of coffee she has every day make her steadily more tired, and the next 6 to 8 begin to make her feel a bit more awake. I've never even noticed that much, but that was shocking. Then she said, how does cocaine affect you? And I went, I've never had it. And she said, for me, it just feels like edging for hours. And I was like, okay. This conversation happened while we were walking down the sidewalk on the south side of Central Park by a bunch of upscale hotels, restaurants, and through a lot of people looking at art galleries. It was fun. It was great. She was cool. We didn't hit it off. We only had the one date. But after that date, a couple days later, she called me up and talked at me for the most part for 4 hours about movies. I had a stream that night, but I had the phone against my ear and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, stream is canceled. I have to find out where this is going, and stayed on the phone for like 2-3 more hours after that. She was super cool. Insanely intelligent. Very, very cool person. Oh yeah, I opened this up in part to find my move. Mid the Impaler. Down, down, Y. The Impaler is a fair name for that fatality. I was going to say that a lot of these could probably just be called the Impaler, but that is a fair name and description. Hey, what's up, Nuke? Good to see you. Years ago, muted the mic and just left? No, it was not. That's gory? Yes, yes it is. Oh, and now Kung Lao is here with his sparkliness. What beats sparkliness? I looked this up before, but I forget. Okay. Blood thing. Yeah. So I can close with that. And we can go with General Shao again. Again, I say again. Instead is what I meant. Go with General Shao. We're no good at General Shao. Though to be fair, the only practice I got was while playing as Shang Tsung, transforming into Shao periodically. So don't blame me. Oh, that was cool. What was that? That's down back A. I'm not sure what it links to, if anything. And I can't seem to do an enhanced version. Found a version of it. So that's called Spin Cycle. I forgot to check this. Yeah, so they've got the same name. I'm pretty sure they're the same fatalities, whether you do the normal or the simple version. Back, forward, down, X. I was too far away for a second.
Fatality. General Shao.
That old lady's not gonna like us. We're gonna get that added to our bill. Well, Samantha, I think that's just about gonna be the stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, no Sunday Dark Souls over on YouTube, but I hope you can join me for streams next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I believe, as well as the return of Dark Souls 3 over on youtube.com/@rxhydro next weekend on Sunday. In the meantime, I'm gonna have more shorts and TikToks, hopefully 1 or 2 more highlights videos for you along the way. I'm gonna work on that tonight. So follow both my YouTube channels or in other places if you like using those. Hello? At least I got my health back too. What are you doing? Fuck off. Take care of yourselves. Have wonderful days, nights, weekends, work days. You're all lovely. It's been so good to have you, and I hope... That was kind of cool, and I don't really know how I did that. I hope everything goes your way. Damn it, he's not just invisible, he's actually like moving around during parts of that. Because I swear I hit where he would have landed if he dropped down out of that. Oh, third one. How many names do you have for these enemies? Come take a turn, Kano. Fuck me. I need to block low. No, no. Let's find some other moves. That's like the only thing I found. Now, is that just forward and B? No, that is down forward B is a unique thing. Fatal blow him! We got an X-ray attack just in the cameo setup. That doesn't always happen. Thanks for the part 2. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed finishing off the story. I enjoyed the story quite a lot. This invasions mode's been a bit easy. It hasn't shown me a lot of variety yet, but it's got promise. I can't really say too much about it, but I'm not blown away yet, and I was hoping to really like it. But the story was excellent, and the game feels good to play. If you were curious about my rating, it'd probably be pretty high for this game and what I've done so far. Oh, we already did Spin Cycle. I forgot to change characters because I got ambushed. That's right. We can do Spin Cycle again. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah, look after your wrists, everyone. Delightful. Delightful. Just a delight. Or talismans and shit. We'll wrap it up there. Samantha, I'm just gonna let you go for the night. You can find your own entertainment. But thank you one more time. You're just a delightful group of friends to hang out with. Have a good one, folks. Night night.